At the beginning of the drama, we see the female lead, whose name is Chen Mi, and she has a great passion for becoming a toy designer. Chen Mi is sleeping in class when she has a dream, and after seeing the dream, she quickly wakes up. Then, the teacher tells her, "Since you stood up on your own, answer my question." Hearing this, Chen Mi asks her classmate Huang, "What was the question?" So Huang tells her, "What is advanced mathematics?" Hearing this, Chen Mi says, "Advanced mathematics is a difficult subject and very tough." Hearing this, everyone starts laughing. Just then, our male lead arrives, whose name is Zhang Wei, and he says to the teacher, "Sorry, I'm late." Now, hearing his voice, Chen Mi hides and thinks, this voice is Zhang Wei's. The teacher then tells Zhang Wei, "Sit down," and tells Chen Mi, "Answer the question." So Chen Mi stands up, but she is wearing a cap over her face. Seeing this, everyone starts laughing again. So Chen Mi takes the cap off her face, and the teacher tells her, "You were right that advanced mathematics is a difficult subject. That's precisely why we should pay more attention to it. And from today, no one will skip my class." Saying this, the sir tells Chen Mi, "Sit down." Zhang Wei looks at Chen Mi and thinks, "Finally, Chen Mi, I've found you." Now after class, Zhang Wei goes to Chen Mi, and Chen Mi says, "Zhang Wei, look, don't come near me. I have a virus and it spreads quickly. What do you want from me? Stay away from me." So Zhang Wei says, "I didn't say anything to you, so why were you getting nervous?" Then Chen Mi says, "Oh, so you've come to teach me." Zhang Wei says, "No." So Chen Mi starts to leave, but there is a tree in front of her. Then Zhang Wei says, "Chen Mi, 2.5 years, I've finally found you. Let's settle the score today." Saying this, Zhang Wei goes to Chen Mi, and Chen Mi says, "I had to leave without telling you. It's not a big deal." So Zhang Wei says, "You left without telling me. This is called betrayal." So Chen Mi asks, "Who did it?" Zhang Wei says, "Didn't you do it? What deal did we have between us? I am sure you remember." Chen Mi says, "I didn't betray you," and starts to leave. So Zhang Wei says, "What was the reason for leaving me? Were you bored of me? Whatever the reason, you did betray me." Then Chen Mi says, "Yes, I betrayed you." Saying this, Chen Mi starts to leave. Zhang Wei grabs her, pushes her against the tree, and says, "Tell me why you left me." To distract Zhang Wei, Chen Mi tells him, "Look there. What is that?" But Zhang Wei doesn't listen to her, so Chen Mi runs away. After this, Chen Mi is sitting with her roommates, and they are talking about a girl. Chen Mi's roommate, Luo Si, says, "I heard that a girl as beautiful as her hasn't been seen here in 100 years. Chen Mi says, "Yes, I also heard that when she went to get an injection, the doctor couldn't give it to her. But when the doctor did give the injection, he slapped himself as if he had made a mistake." Just then, a girl arrives, and this is the same girl they were talking about. Her name is Xu Miao, and she says to Chen Mi, "Silly girl, doctors are serious about injections." And then Chen Mi introduces Xu Miao to Luo Si and Zhao Guo. Zhao Guo is the topper girl of their class. In the next scene, Chen Mi goes to a toy exhibition, and she is very happy to see the toys there. At the same exhibition, Zhang Wei also comes with his dad, and they are welcomed warmly there. So Zhang Wei says to his dad, "Dad, is all this necessary?" The dad says, "Yes, this is very necessary for the entrance." So Zhang Wei says, "I came here to work, not for some drama." Zhang Wei's dad says, "I am your dad. I give my advice after thinking it through. Last time, the few things you picked out all got sold. I don't understand why you are wasting your talent." So Zhang Wei says, "I am a vlogger, and I have to talk to my fans. I don't have time for free work. Besides, you don't even pay me." Zhang Wei's dad says, "Okay, I will give you 200 yuan more per month." So Zhang Wei says, "No, 500. His dad says, "All right, 300. Zhang Wei says, "Okay, deal." Just then, Zhang Wei's eyes fall on Chen Mi. So he leaves from there and starts watching Chen Mi. Chen Mi looks here and there, but she doesn't see anyone, so she starts clicking photos of those toys. Seeing this, Zhang Wei makes a video of her. After this, Xu Miao is walking alone when she meets Zheng Zhe, who was her high school senior. Zheng Zhe asks her, "You came here?" Just then, Zheng Zhe's friend calls him, so Zheng Zhe says, "Xu Miao, I have to play. We'll meet later, and next time, definitely come to watch my game." So Xu Miao replies yes, and then starts watching them. Just then, a boy comes there and calls Xu Miao. Xu Miao says, "Who are you?" The boy says, "I am the class monitor, Bao Jiaguo. Well, I have entered your name in the table tennis competition so that you can win and bring glory to the institute." Xu Miao says, "I don't like table tennis. Go away from here. I don't want to talk to you." Saying this, Xu Miao starts to leave, and as she goes, she says, "Let me tell you one thing. As long as I'm here, you will never be able to win." So Jia Guo comes to her and says, "How can that be? Just come and stand on the stage once. You won't have to say anything. We will win just like that." Xu Miao asks, "How?" Jiaguo says, "Your beauty will dazzle them." Hearing this, Xu Miao stomps on Jiaguo's foot and says, "I don't like it when people say that to me, understood? I won't go." Saying this, Xu Miao leaves, and poor Jiaguo keeps screaming in pain. In the next scene, Chen Mi is walking with her face hidden when Zhang Wei comes and pulls off her mask. Chen Mi says, "Your eyes are so sharp. Look, breaking up is very important in life. To move forward in life, it's not necessary to do again what was done before. And matters of the heart should be kept in the heart so they become beautiful memories." Hearing this, Zhang Wei shows her the video in which she was clicking photos of the toys. Seeing this, Chen Mi is shocked and says, "Where did you get this?" So Zhang Wei says, "Have you thought about what will happen if this video goes viral? You will never get admission into Hengchengji." Did I say it right? Oh, she will be banned for life. Chen Mi says, No, I'll talk. The reason for leaving without telling was that you are very thin, and I like muscular men. You understand, right? The ones who are muscular, I like them. Zhang Wei says, "Chen Mi, the boys you liked in high school were shorter than me." Chen Mi says, "The real reason is that your looks are not my type." Hearing this, Zhang Wei says, "It seems you don't want to go to Hengchengji." So Chen Mi stops him and says, "It's been a long time since that breakup. To be honest, I've forgotten the real reason. This happens with girls, they forget. To get emotionally stuck, I need some time to remember the reason." Zhang Wei says, "Okay, I'll give you time. Whenever you feel like it, call me." Chen Mi asks, "But this video?" Zhang Wei says, "It will stay with me. When you remember the reason, call me." Saying this, Zhang Wei starts to leave. Chen Mi says, "Hey, stop." Zhang Wei says, "Call me politely. My name is Zhang Wei. And yes, I sent you a friend request. Accept it." Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves, and Chen Mi accepts his friend request. Now on the other side, Zhang Wei comes to his room, and Huang is saying to Jia Guo, attracting girls towards me is child's play for me. As for the poster, Chen Mi will make it. Her painting skills are very good. Zhang Wei overhears this and goes outside to get his cycle fixed by Chen Mi. Chen Mi says, "Now you'll make me do this too?" Zhang Wei says, "Yes, that cycle guy charges a lot of money, a full 20 yuan. Hearing this, Chen Mi says softly, "What a miser. It's a good thing I ran away." And then Chen Mi fixes the cycle. Just then, Zhang Wei's eyes fall on a girl who is eating steam buns. Zhang Wei says to Chen Mi, "Bring me my steam buns. I like them a lot." And then Zhang Wei sees two girls who are drinking soft drinks, so Zhang Wei says to her, "Bring soft drinks too." Now after a while, Chen Mi brings the steam buns and soft drinks and messages Zhang Wei, "Come down." Zhang Wei comes down leisurely after a long time. Chen Mi says to him, "These 4 floors feel like 4 kilometers because of you. Here, take your things." Zhang Wei takes the things and says, "Meet me tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the nearby forest." Chen Mi asks, "What are you going to do now?" Zhang Wei says, "You have to make a poster." Chen Mi says, "Are you really going to stand in the election? Then just get a photo printed. What's the need to make a poster?" Zhang Wei says, "Printing costs a lot of money." Chen Mi says, "You are so stingy." Zhang Wei says, "The tea is very good. Bring it like this tomorrow, too." Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves. In the next scene, a football match is going on between Zhang Wei's and Zheng Zhe's teams. On the other side, Chen Mi distracts the watchman and goes into the changing room to look for something. But just then, she gets a message from Zhang Wei. "After the match, you will give me a water bottle." Reading this message, Chen Mi also goes to the match venue and starts taking Zhang Wei's mobile from the bag. Just then, Jia Guo tells her, "Chen Mi, didn't you get a water bottle before?" Saying this, Jia Guo takes out a water bottle and gives it to her. Chen Mi takes it and leaves. She goes and tries to enter the password on Zhang Wei's mobile, but his phone's password doesn't work. So Chen Mi enters her birth date as the password, and the phone opens. Seeing this, Chen Mi is shocked. She then sees a video on the mobile in which Zhang Wei was talking about their relationship. Just then, Zhang Wei comes there and says, "I had already uploaded this video. Don't try in vain." Chen Mi asks, "Zhang Wei, why did you set my birth date as your password?" Zhang Wei says, "I couldn't figure out what password to set." Just then, a girl comes and gives Zhang Wei a water bottle, but Zhang Wei refuses. Now we see a scene from the past where, during high school, after Zhang Wei played a match, many girls would go and give him water bottles, but Zhang Wei would refuse to take them and would go and take a water bottle from Chen Mi. Now in the present scene, Zhang Wei leaves from there. The next day, Zhang Wei is sitting alone in the forest when Chen Mi arrives. Zhang Wei clears a space for her and says, "Sit here." But Chen Mi takes out a chair from her bag, sits there and says, "Zhang Wei, strike a nice pose for a full-body picture." Zhang Wei asks, "Isn't this pose good?" Chen Mi says, No, this is fine. Absolutely perfect." Saying this, Chen Mi starts drawing his picture. Zhang Wei sees a couple who are laughing a lot. Seeing them, Zhang Wei turns his face away. Chen Mi tells him, "Zhang Wei, smile a little." Zhang Wei says, "I don't feel like laughing." So Chen Mi tells him a joke. But even after hearing the joke, Zhang Wei doesn't laugh. Chen Mi says, "Okay, fine. If you don't want to laugh, then don't." Saying this, Chen Mi starts drawing the picture again. Zhang Wei keeps looking at her, and after a while, Chen Mi comes with the drawing. Zhang Wei tells her, the body is not drawn correctly. Draw it again. So Chen Mi repeatedly comes with drawings, but Zhang Wei finds some fault in them and tells her to draw them again. This time, when Chen Mi comes with the picture, Zhang Wei says, yes, it's okay, but the eyes look a little sad. Hearing this, Chen Mi says angrily, your eyes are like that, so what can I do? Zhang Wei says, this is your fault. Don't talk back so much, or else my eyes are very big. Just take a peek. Chen Mi says, I know you are taking advantage of my situation. Zhang Wei says, oh, so you found out. Have you ever thought about why I bother you? Why I'm taking revenge on you? Hearing this, Chen Mi gets angry and then starts drawing his picture. After a while, Chen Mi makes the picture, gives it to Zhang Wei, and says, I remembered. I changed schools because you are an annoying, vengeful, and despicable person. Saying this, Chen Mi leaves. Zhang Wei looks at the picture, and it's a cartoon picture. Seeing this, Zhang Wei starts to smile. After this, Chen Mi is angrily putting a bun in the water when she sees a cat there. Chen Mi gives it the bun, but the cat doesn't eat it. Chen Mi says, why aren't you eating this? Just then, Zhang Wei comes there and says, have you ever seen a cat eating a bun? And then Zhang Wei puts something on the bun and gives it, and the cat starts eating it. Seeing this, Zhang Wei starts laughing. Chen Mi gets angry and starts to leave. Zhang Wei stops her and says, your drawing was very good. I never expected you would draw so well, and I know you are angry. Chen Mi says, oh no, I just said that in anger. Zhang Wei says, Chen Mi, what was meant to happen has happened. If you don't want to tell me the reason for leaving, then don't. I won't force you. Chen Mi says, so you're not angry anymore? Is everything okay? Zhang Wei says, yes, everything is fine. Chen Mi says, you should have understood earlier. That was our past. Let bygones be bygones. Well, Zhang Wei, now that everything is fine between us, you should delete that video. Zhang Wei says, look, I can delete that video right now, but I won't, because the school ambassador camp is still left and you need motivation. So for your motivation, I won't delete it. Chen Mi asks, what do you mean? Zhang Wei says, it means you have to make a good poster for me. Hearing this, Chen Mi gets angry and says, you are messing with me. Zhang Wei says, yes, so what will you do? If I don't become the ambassador, you'll also have to say goodbye to your dreams. Saying this, Zhang Wei picks up the cat and goes forward, looking at Chen Mi. Chen Mi's heartbeat quickens, and then she quickly runs away. In the next scene, Huang runs into the classroom and says to Jieguo, has Chen Mi gone mad? Why is she missing this class? Jieguo says, did you tell her about today's class? Besides, her advanced math is very bad. If she remains absent, it will be difficult. Zhang Wei also hears this and messages Chen Mi, how dare you miss the class? You've made a big mistake. On the other side, Chen Mi has prepared a very good poster for Zhang Wei. Just then, it is announced at the university, students participating in the campus ambassador election should submit their posters before 12 o'clock today. Otherwise, they will be disqualified from the competition. Hearing this, Chen Mi quickly grabs the poster and starts running. On the other side, Zhang Wei also hears this announcement but ignores it and starts writing his paper. After a while, Zhang Wei looks outside and sees Chen Mi running with the poster. Seeing this, Zhang Wei is happy. The teacher then asks Zhang Wei, what are you doing? Zhang Wei looks here and there and says, sir, my paper is complete. Saying this, Zhang Wei hands the paper to the sir and goes to his poster. He is very happy to see it and clicks a photo of his poster. After this, Zhang Wei comes to Chen Mi, and Chen Mi is sitting there resting. Zhang Wei calls out to her and says, you made the cat's eyes green, whereas its eyes were blue. And then he starts laughing. Chen Mi says, the weather is also very nice today, and you're in a good mood too, so can we. Zhang Wei cuts her off and says, let's enjoy the sunshine. Saying this, Zhang Wei sits next to her. Seeing this, Chen Mi thinks, now that he's sitting in this pose, he will surely remember things from the past. Just then, Zhang Wei says, do you remember when we were in high school? Chen Mi ignores his words and says, I have also made your poster now. Now delete my video. Zhang Wei says, we can talk about something else. Chen Mi says, we are just classmates, so what else can we talk about? Hearing this, Zhang Wei stands up and says, okay, you want me to delete the video, right? For that, you'll have to help me win the ambassador election. Hearing this, Chen Mi gets angry and says, how can you change your mind so quickly? Zhang Wei says, come before the lights go out. Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves. In the next scene, Chen Mi is buying some things from the store when Jieguo comes there. Chen Mi sees him and starts to apologize, saying, I won't miss class again. Jieguo says, but I didn't say anything. Chen Mi says, you are so dear and sweet. I must have done something good to get a monitor like you. Hearing this, Jieguo is very happy. Chen Mi says, look there, Sergio. When Jieguo looks back, Chen Mi picks up her things and runs away. Jieguo calls out to her from behind. The shopkeeper then picks up some sanitary pads and says to Jieguo, excuse me, sir, these are for you. And these belong to Chen Mi. She forgot to take them. Jieguo says, these are not mine. The shopkeeper says, yes, I know they belong to your classmate. So, give them to her. Jiaguo quickly grabs them, hides them in his jacket, and while Chen Mi is running away, Shu Miao grabs her and says, what happened? Chen Mi says, if you see Jiaguo, tell him you haven't seen me. Saying this, Chen Mi runs away. Jiaguo then comes there and Shu Miao tells him, what did you do to Chen Mi? Jiaguo gives her the sanitary pads. Seeing this, Shu Miao gets embarrassed and says, Jiaguo, you are so bad, I didn't know. Saying this, Shu Miao gives the sanitary pads back to Jiaguo. Jiaguo, out of shame, throws the pads there and runs away. In the next scene, Chen Mai is waiting for Zhang Wei on the terrace. Zhang Wei then comes there and showing her a photo says, what is this? Chen Mi says, this is called compositing, where something bad is covered with something good. Zhang Wei says, what was the need to put my face on someone else's body? Chen Mi says, if you want to show your own body willingly, there's no problem. Zhang Wei looks at himself and says, what's your new plan? Chen Mi gives him some papers and says, people's interests have changed now. Weak and slender guys like you are not in trend anymore. Nowadays, everyone wants a body, which is why they get votes automatically. Zhang Wei says, from where do I look weak and slender to you? Chen Mi says, from both my eyes. Hearing this, Zhang Wei picks up a piece of wood and breaks it in front of Chen Mi. Seeing this, Chen Mi picks up a lot of wood and breaks it in front of him. Seeing this, Zhang Wei is embarrassed. Chen Mai says, now let's talk further. If the appearance is not good, one should focus on their inner part. That's why I've made 4 plans for you. First of all, give benefits to your fans and get into their hearts. Zhang Wei says, this plan of yours is very cheap. Chen Mi says, no problem, there are 3 more plans. On the other side, Shu Miao goes to get a loudspeaker and mic on Chen Mi's request. The shopkeeper is checking a laptop and says, I don't know what kind of files are stored in this, which is why it's hanging. Saying this, the shopkeeper goes to get the mic. Shu Miao starts looking at the laptop. Jia Guo then comes there and says, my laptop is fixed. Shu Miao says, is this laptop yours? Jia Guo replies, Shu Miao says, the shopkeeper said that its files are taking up too much memory. Some files should be deleted from it. Hearing this, Jia Guo says, how can you look at my files like that? Shu Miao says, hey, what's there to be ashamed of in this? Jia Guo says, it's not what you're thinking. Shu Miao asks, okay, then what is it like? Jia Guo says, I won't tell you. Shu Miao says, okay, then I'll tell you what to keep and what to delete. School duty. Office lady, delete all of them. Jia Guo tells her, stop. Stay away, you fool. Shu Miao says, you're blushing. Now on the other side, Zhang Wei likes a plan. Chen Mi says, yes, this plan is good. With this, you can be approached with love. It shows that you have a good personality. You are very good inside and out. No one can deny this fact. Saying this, Chen Mi starts to leave. Zhang Wei tells her, hey Chen Mi, where are you going? Chen Mi says, I have ordered some things for the election. Just then, Chen Mi gets a call from someone who tells her, Miss Lucky Go, your parcel has arrived. If you don't take it today, you'll get it tomorrow. Chen Mi says, yes, I'm coming. Saying this, Chen Mi hangs up the call. Zhang Wei asks her, Miss Lucky Go, do you remember why you were given this name? Now we see a scene from the past where Chen Mi is in school and some girls are saying to each other, I don't know what her luck is like. Zhang Wei teaches her all the time and they go home together. And he probably does this because she saved Zhang Wei's life. Hearing this, Chen Mi feels bad. In the present scene, Chen Mi says, yes, I remember. Chen Mi was a very simple girl and the school's famous boy, Zhang Wei, was with her, which is why they nicknamed me Miss Lucky Go. Hearing this, Zhang Wei says, well, you remembered something. Come on, let's go now. Chen Mi says, there's no need for that. Zhang Wei says, I want to see how you are preparing. Chen Mi asks, are you going to pay? Zhang Wei says, absolutely not. I just want to see how you are working. After this, they both go to get the parcel, which also contains some of Chen Mi's personal items. Zhang Wei starts to pick up the parcel. Chen Mi says, this doesn't just have election stuff. It also has some of my personal items. Zhang Wei says, no problem. Give it to me. Chen Mi says, no, this is for girls. Boys shouldn't see it either. Saying this, Chen Mi takes her things and runs away. Zhang Wei looks at her and starts laughing. Just then, Zhao Guo comes there to get her parcel. Zhang Wei gives her the parcel and says, this is Chen Mi's parcel. Can you give it to her? Zhao Guo takes the parcel and then looks for her own, but she can't find it. On the other side, Shu Miao and Chen Mi are opening parcels. Shu Miao opens a parcel and finds a flower bedsheet in it. Seeing this, Shu Miao says to Chen Mi, your taste is very bad. Who buys a bedsheet like this? Chen Mi says, hey, this is not my parcel. Shu Miao looks at the name on the parcel and it's Zhao Guo's name. Chen Mi says, maybe I brought the wrong parcel. Put it back. Just then, Zhao Guo and Luo Si also come into the room. Chen-mi says to Jiaoguo, I am sorry. I picked up the wrong parcel. Jiaoguo takes the parcel and the bedsheet falls down. Seeing this, Jiaoguo says angrily, Chen-mi, why did you open my parcel? Chen-mi says, I didn't see it, so I opened it. Jiaoguo says, so you didn't even ask me and opened my parcel? Xu Miao says, I opened it, not Chen-mi. And besides, she is apologizing to you. Jiaoguo says, from now on, don't do anything like this without asking me or no one will be worse than me. Xu Miao says, it's just a parcel. Why are you creating such a scene? But Jiaoguo gets angry and leaves. Xu Miao gets angry seeing this and Luosi tells her to stay calm. In the next scene, the election day comes and both Chen-mi and Xu Miao, wearing costumes, are asking everyone to vote for Zhang Wei. Just then, Zhang Wei also comes there in a panda costume. Chen-mi tells him, you look so cute. No, not cute. You look very stylish. Just then, Huang and Jiaguo come there and start laughing seeing Zhang Wei. Huang says, Zhang Wei, you look very adorable in this costume. Chen-mi tells Huang to be quiet. Zhang Wei asks him, how are you here? Huang says, if Chen-mi hadn't asked for help, I wouldn't have come here at all. Your position was originally mine. Chen-mi says, Huang, look, that's enough. You neither have a body like Wu Dabo nor height like Zhang Wei. On the contrary, Zhang Wei saved you so you wouldn't have to lose in front of the school. Hearing this, Huang gets angry, picks up a poster, and starts asking everyone to vote. Jiaguo looks at Xu Miao and asks, who is inside this costume? He is supporting our class, right? That's why I need to know. Hearing this, Xu Miao starts to refuse. Chen Mai says, this is Luosi. Jiaguo says, come on, I'll help you. Saying this, they both go to one side and stand there, starting to hand out posters. Jiaguo then says, Luosi, this Xu Miao, she doesn't let anyone touch her hair. You know, she's bald. She always wears a wig. Hearing this, Xu Miao gets angry, takes off the costume face and says, you are a very bad person. You're a despicable person whose computer is full of inappropriate videos. Saying this, Xu Miao kicks Jiaguo and leaves. On the other side, Chen-mi and Zhang Wei are distributing posters when two girls come and say, can we take a photo with you? Zhang Wei refuses, but Chen-mi tells them, yes, of course, you can take a photo with him. And yes, with one vote, you'll get 50 photos and a candlelight dinner. For this, vote quickly. Now, after the girls leave, Chen-mi asks Zhang Wei, will you really do this? Zhang Wei says, absolutely not. Chen-mi says, you're not taking this activity seriously, so who will vote? Zhang Wei says, I don't care about that. If I don't become the ambassador this time, I will send your video to Heng Chengjie. Just then, Chen-mi's eyes fall on Wu Dabo. Chen-mi says, anyway, you can't be compared to Wu Dabo. Your body is not good at all. So forget about becoming the campus ambassador and pack up all your things. Zhang Wei says, I can run a business, so I can do this too. Saying this, Zhang Wei starts dancing, and all the girls leave Wu Dabo and come to Zhang Wei. Seeing this, Chen-mi is happy. And now we see a scene from the past where Zhang Wei and Chen-mi are playing a rock, paper, scissors game. Chen-mi asks him, since when did you start noticing me? Zhang Wei says, guess. Chen-mi says, maybe it was that rainy day when we didn't have an umbrella, so I bought a huge one and we walked to class together without getting wet. Zhang Wei says, even before that. Chen-mi says, that day in the basketball court when I was drinking water, you thought I brought it for you, so you took it from me. Zhang Wei says, no, even before that. Chen-mi says, maybe it's possible that at the beginning of school, I seemed different to you from everyone else. Saying this, Chen-mi starts to blush. Zhang Wei says, I recognized you at the very beginning of school. Chen-mi says, recognize me? What does that mean? Zhang Wei smiles and leaves. Chen-mi also follows him. Zhang Wei says, Chen-mi, do you remember the park thing from 12 years ago? 12 years ago, when I was short, I was very weak. I didn't even talk to anyone and I had no friends. Then I used to go to that park to feed Cloudy. Hearing this, Chen-mi says, Cloudy? That cat, right? Zhang Wei says, I knew you would remember. You remember when she died, right? I will never be able to forget that time. Now we see a scene from their childhood where Zhang Wei's cat dies and some kids are bad-mouthing the cat. Hearing this, Zhang Wei gets angry and while crying starts hitting those kids. Those kids start hitting Zhang Wei too. Just then, Chen-mi comes and shoos those kids away. Zhang Wei says, her name is Cloudy, my only friend. Chen-mi says, it's okay, she has gone to her mom. Remembering all this, Zhang Wei says to Chen-mi, if you hadn't chased those kids away at that time, they would have beaten me a lot. That's why at that moment, I felt like you were a fairy descended from the sky. Chen-mi says, Zhang Wei, what happened in our childhood, if all that hadn't happened, would you have noticed me? Zhang Wei says, if all those things hadn't happened, maybe I would never have noticed you at all. In the present scene, Chen-mi thinks, on that day, I found out that I wasn't the Cinderella the prince loved, but rather that the prince had mistaken me for his Cinderella. In the next scene, Zhang Wei becomes the ambassador and is giving a speech in front of everyone. Huang comes and gives Chen Mi a flower and says, "This is Zhang Wei's favorite flower." Chen Mi looks at everyone and says, "Everyone is giving flowers, so how will I look different?" As soon as Zhang Wei finishes his speech, all the girls start giving him flowers. Zhang Wei is refusing to take them, so Chen Mi also tells a girl, "Give the flower," and starts to leave. But just then, Zhang Wei faints. After this, Zhang Wei is in the hospital. As he regains consciousness, he is holding Huang's hand. And seeing this, he quickly pulls his hand back. Just then, Jia Guo comes there and says, "You are allergic to flowers. There's nothing to worry about. By the way, Huang, you started this rumor, right?" Huang says, "Chen Mi said all this." Zhang Wei says, "Chen Mi was the one who told the other girls to bring flowers." Jia Guo asks, "Where is Chen Mi?" Huang says, "Chen Mi was scared that Zhang Wei would be angry, so she left." The next day, Zhang Wei calls Chen Mi and asks her, "You were the one who told everyone to bring flowers, right?" Chen Mi says, "Sorry, I didn't know that things would go this far." Zhang Wei says, "I have deleted that video. You are free now. You don't need to listen to me." Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves, and Chen Mi feels bad for him. In the next scene, Zhengze is fixing his cycle when Xu Miao comes there and gives Zhengze a tissue, asking, "Is the cycle broken again?" Zhengze says, "Yes, the same old problem. How did you know?" Xu Miao says softly, "I know everything about you." And then they both start walking together. Xu Miao sees an envelope in Zhengze's bag and asks, "What is this?" Zhengze says, "A girl gave this to me." Xu Miao says, "You haven't opened it?" Zhengze says, "No, because I'm not interested in that girl." Hearing this, Xu Miao is happy. On the other side, Zhao Guo sits at a table in the library where a boy is already sitting. That boy is about to say something when Zhao Guo says, "There is no book here, nor is there anything to indicate that someone is sitting here. Therefore, this seat is mine. If you want to say that this seat is for one of your classmates or your girlfriend, then sorry." The boy picks up a card from below and says, "Your card fell." Then Zhao Guo says thank you to him. The boy then says, "I don't have a girlfriend." Zhao Guo sees his name on his book and asks, "You are Shihao?" He says, "You know me?" Zhao Guo says, "You are the top student of the Graduate School of Business Administration. I have read 5 papers you published. And if you have time, can you tell me about postgraduate studies?" Shihao looks at her qualifications on her card and says, "Zhao Guo, you are still in your first year." Zhao Guo says, "I just need to prepare. Do you have time, Shihao?" Shihao closes his laptop and starts looking at her. After this at night, Chen Mi is looking for Zhang Wei's poster in the store. She finds Zhang Wei's poster and is very happy. She takes it with her to the garden and says, "Hey, Chen Mi, what has happened to you? He has deleted that video now. Now you have nothing to do with him. This is what you wanted, right? So why be upset now?" Just then, Huang comes there. Chen Mi says to him, "Hey, what are you doing here so late at night?" Huang says, "If I hadn't come here, how would I have seen you next to Zhang Wei's poster?" Chen Mi says, "This is the first public poster of my life, so I'm taking it with me as a memory." Huang says, "Chen Mi, please, don't overestimate yourself. Campus beauty and campus hunk are both very far from us. You should learn something from me. Just learn to praise like me. Otherwise, doing this will only cause you pain." Hearing this, Chen Mi says, "You mean you came here to stalk Xu Miao? You are very cheap." Huang says, "Your thinking is cheap. This is my workplace. These small woods are a source of gossip, Chen Mi." Saying this, Huang sits down. Chen Mi asks him, "By the way, Xu Miao is in a relationship. What do you think?" Huang says, "You're right. This place is not for Xu Miao. It's for me, for you, and for Jia Guo." Just then, Shi Hao and Zhao Guo come there. Huang calls them. Seeing this, they both straighten up. Chen Mi takes Huang and leaves. Shi Hao then asks Zhao Guo, "Who were they?" Zhao Guo says, "They were my classmates." On the other side, Chen Mi takes the poster to her room. Xu Miao asks her, "Why did you bring it back?" Chen Mi says, "This is my first work, so I brought it here as a memory." Xu Miao says, "But please, can you turn its face the other way?" Chen Mi turns its face the other way and starts talking to Xu Miao. Just then, Chen Mi gets a message. Seeing this message, Chen Mi is happy and says to Xu Miao, "I got a message for an interview from Heng Chengjie." Xu Miao congratulates her. Chen Mi says, "But they are asking me to bring my designs with me." Xu Miao says, "You have them, right?" Chen Mi says, "No, but I'll make them." In the next scene, Chen Mi goes to a factory to prepare her toys, but due to the low quantity, no one makes the designs for her. So Chen Mi sadly starts to leave. On the other side, Zhang Wei comes to give an order for design preparation with his company's project manager, Xu Chao. Zhang Wei starts looking at the things there, and Xu Chao starts to place the order. But the director there says, "Well, Heng Cheng Jie usually gives an order of 5 million or 10 million, but this time they are only ordering 20,000 pieces. You guys don't usually do this. Shu Chao says, well, I forgot to introduce you to an important person. This is the young boss of Heng Chengjie, Zhang Wei. Hearing this, the director says, why didn't you tell me earlier? Zhang Wei says, sir, this plan was ultimately mine. My dad also liked it. This companion cat series won the first prize in our company's internal competition. It has the highest score among all the designs, and Dad said this design will be a huge hit in the future. So, can you make 20,000 companion cats designs? The director agrees. Seeing this, Shu Chao is very happy and coming outside tells him, this time, because of our budget, we only ordered 20,000 cats to be made. Just then, Zhang Wei's eyes fall on Chen Mi. Zhang Wei follows her. Chen Mi shows her designs at a factory, and the manager there says to Chen Mi, I told you that your quantity is very low. We can't take such small orders. Chen Mi says, look, you are my last hope. If you can't make 100, then make 500 or 1,000. I can't order more. I only have this much money. The manager says, are you kidding me? Let me tell you again, we take a minimum order of 10,000 here. So please leave from here. Chen Mi sadly starts to leave. Zhang Wei then comes in front of her, grabs her bag and says, are you hungry? And then Zhang Wei takes Chen Mi to a restaurant where Chen Mi drinks a lot and says, boss, bring more drinks. The person there brings more drinks and says, I just opened this shop today, and today it will be my ruin. Chen Mi goes to that person and says, don't think so negatively. You can't have a rainbow without a little rain. Stumbling on the path of life is a common thing. Don't be upset. The person leaves after hearing her. Chen Mi says to Zhang Wei, do you know how I know such deep truths? Zhang Wei shakes his head no. Chen Mi says, we have to start from when it was winter, and I came into this world. Then I vowed that I have to go to Heng Chengjie because I wanted to become the best figure designer in the world. You know Heng Chengjie, right? It's the best company in the world. And you won't let me go to Heng Chengjie, right? You don't want me to become a designer, right? And then Chen Mi starts drinking while crying. Zhang Wei takes the drink from her and says, you've had too much. Chen Mi says, no, I haven't had much. And then she picks up her designs, gives them to Zhang Wei and says, look at this. Are my designs that bad? Why aren't you letting me go to Heng Chengjie? Zhang Wei looks at the designs and likes them a lot. Zhang Wei tells her, I will let you go to Heng Chengjie. But Chen Mi starts crying and says, it's no use now. By the way, why is it so difficult to fulfill dreams? Zhang Wei says, those that are easily fulfilled are not dreams. Chen Mi says, you said it right. After this, Zhang Wei picks up Chen Mi and brings her to a hotel. He tells her, get down. But Chen Mi is very drunk. Zhang Wei gets her hand free and makes her lie down. But as Chen Mi lies on the bed, Zhang Wei also falls on top of her. Zhang Wei starts looking at Chen Mi. The next morning, Chen Mi's eyes open, and she is shocked to see Zhang Wei in front of her. She then remembers what happened last night, where Chen Mi was standing on a chair and singing a song in her terrible voice in front of everyone. Everyone was enjoying her song. Zhang Wei tells her, stop, but Chen Mi doesn't stop. So Zhang Wei lifts her and brings her to the hotel. Remembering all this, Chen Mi is embarrassed and starts to leave. But just then, the laundry lady comes, and seeing both of them, she says sorry and leaves. Zhang Wei grabs Chen Mi and goes to sleep. Chen Mi is shocked, but Zhang Wei looks at her, smiles, and then peacefully goes to sleep. In the next scene, Zhang Wei takes Chen Mi to the manager who had refused to take Chen Mi's design. As they arrive there, the manager says, hey, you're here again? I'll call security. But Zhang Wei pulls Chen Mi close and says, no, she is my... But Chen Mi cuts him off and says, I am his classmate. Zhang Wei says, something more than that. The manager says, Mr. Zhang Wei, I understand. Please come and sit. And then the manager says, Mr. Zhang, I heard you are going to shoot a video. Zhang Wei says, my fans wanted to know how a figure design is made, so I shot a special episode. The manager says, thank you for choosing us for this work. This will promote our company. Zhang Wei says, Mr. Wang, this is my classmate. I hope you will help her. Manager Wang says, well, I told her that we take orders of 10,000, but for her, I will get 8,000 pieces ready. Zhang Wei says, 1,000. Wang says, Mr. Zhang Wei, you are creating difficulties for us. Zhang Wei says, okay, we will shoot our episode somewhere else. Mr. Wang says, wait, I will get 1,000 pieces ready for her. Hearing this, Chen Mi is happy, and Zhang Wei takes her and leaves. After this, Chen Mi and Zhang Wei are waiting for the bus at the bus stop when a meteor shower starts falling from the sky. Seeing this, Chen Mi makes a wish. May I get a job at Heng Chengjie? Zhang Wei tells her, such greed is not good. Look, it heard your wish and left. Chen Mi says, didn't you make a wish? Zhang Wei says, I made a wish a long time ago. If you make too many wishes, they don't come true. Hearing this, Chen Mi remembers a past event when they both made a wish after seeing a meteor shower in high school. Chen Mi had asked Zhang Wei his wish, and Zhang Wei had said, if you tell someone your wish, it doesn't come true. In the present scene, Chen Mi asks, what wish did you make? Zhang Wei says that you and I would be in the same university, in the same department, and in the same class. And look, it happened. Just then, the bus arrives. Zhang Wei gives the luggage to Chen Mi on the bus. Chen Mi asks him, aren't you coming? Zhang Wei says, I have some work here. In the next scene, Xu Miao is saying to Chen Mi on a call, Chen Mi, come quickly. The sir doesn't like to be late at all. Chen Mi is also running and says, yes, I'm coming. Just then, Zhang Wei from behind is laughing seeing this and then says, good morning to Chen Mi. Chen Mi says, when did you arrive? Zhang Wei says, I just arrived this morning. Just then, Huang and Jia Guo are leaving, and they tell them to come to class quickly. Zhang Wei says to Chen Mi, I'll help you. Chen Mi starts to sit at the back and sees that there is no seat there. Chen Mi says, it's okay, you go. I'll ask Xu Miao for help. Zhang Wei leaves. Xu Miao and Luo Si message Chen Mi, the sir has just gone out. We can only feel sorry for you. Just then, Chen Mi arrives, and the sir is insulting 3 boys outside for being late. Seeing this, Chen Mi hides. Just then, Zhang Wei comes there, holds a book in front of the seer's face, and starts asking a question, telling Chen Mi, go inside. Chen Mi runs inside. Zhang Wei also goes back inside. Chen Mi says thanks to Zhang Wei from a distance. Now, after the class ends, 2 girls are walking towards Chen Mi while talking. Xu Miao stops them and says, whatever you want to say it openly. The girls say, we are not talking about you. Xu Miao says, you were pointing towards our desk. The girl then says, don't you know there is a thief in your room? Chen Mi says, are you calling me a thief? The girl says, we didn't say that. Xu Miao says, do you have any proof? The girls say, Shi Hao told us, who is Zhao Guo's boyfriend. Hearing this, Xu Miao is surprised and says to Zhao Guo, you told everyone that Chen Mi is a thief? Zhao Guo says, yes, I told everyone because Luo Si's things were also missing. Hearing this, Luo Si says, maybe there has been some misunderstanding. Saying this, Luo Si tells Zhao Guo to come, but Xu Miao says, Luo Si, let us 2 talk. Zhao Guo, we only opened your package and you are saying all this? Zhao Guo says, this has nothing to do with my package. Chen Mi, if you're not sorry, should I tell you? Xu Miao says, yes. Say it openly. We are not afraid of anyone. And besides, Chen Mi can't do such a thing. Hearing this, Zhao Guo comes to Chen Mi and says, Chen Mi, swear that you didn't take my things. Hearing this, Huang stands up and says, Zhao Guo, now you are crossing the line. You can't ask her to swear. And whatever happened between you and Shi Hao, if Chen Mi hadn't stopped me, the whole school would know about it today. Chen Mi, say that you didn't take her things. Just then, Zhang Wei also comes to them and says, I have full trust that Chen Mi would never take anyone's things. Chen Mi says to Zhao Guo, can we go to the room and talk? Zhao Guo says, yes, let's go. Hearing this, the girls start saying, stand here and talk. Are you feeling guilty? So you really did something. But Chen Mi is going with Zhao Guo. Zhang Wei grabs Chen Mi's hand and says, Chen Mi, what happened? Tell me something. Chen Mi frees her hand from Zhang Wei's and says, stop questioning me. Saying this, Chen Mi leaves, and Zhang Wei also leaves. After this, Chen Mi comes to the room with Xu Miao and Luo Si. Zhao Guo also comes there. Chen Mi tells her, that day, I took your sanitary pads because I suddenly needed them that day. I bought new pads to put back, but they got lost. Zhao Guo says, do you have any proof or a receipt? Chen Mi says, no, it got lost. Zhao Guo says, don't lie. Xu Miao says, it was just a sanitary pad, right? Why are you making such an issue? And Chen Mi said she bought them, which means she must have bought them. Just then, Xu Miao remembers that Jia Guo had said, I will give those pads to Chen Mi that day. Xu Miao says, I know where those pads are. Saying this, Xu Miao calls Jia Guo outside and says, give them back to me. Jia Guo says, give what back? Xu Miao says, the sanitary pads. Jia Guo says, you need sanitary pads, but how would I have them? Xu Miao says, you rascal. Tell me, you took Chen Mi's sanitary pads. Jia Guo says, don't defame me. I just picked them up. Xu Miao says, do you know Chen Mi bought those for Zhao Guo? Now because of that, everyone is calling her a thief. Jia Guo says, I threw them away. Xu Miao says, now get new ones. Jia Guo says, how much do they cost? I'll pay. Xu Miao says, bring them yourself. Jia Guo says, I won't bring them. It's a girl's thing. And he starts to leave. Xu Miao grabs him. Jia Guo frees himself and runs away. He gets angry and goes to his room and tells this to Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei tells him, you have to do all this for your class. After this, Jiaguo wears a cap and goes to the supermarket. He looks here and there, picks up the pads, and goes to pay. Just then, two boys come there and start saying to Jiaguo, "Hello, Jiaguo, what are you buying here?" Jiaguo quickly hides the pads and says, "Nothing. I just came to buy some things." Saying this, Jiaguo puts some other things lying there on top. The shopkeeper packs those too. Jiaguo hides the items and goes to Shu Miao, giving them to her. Shu Miao says, "Did you bring these?" Jiaguo says, "Yes." Shu Miao says, "Yes, because we have to prove Chen Mi is innocent." Jiaguo says, "I sent you that video. You can see it." That day, Chen Mi forgot the pads, so the shopkeeper asked me to give them to her. Shu Miao says, "There's no need." And as she leaves, she looks at the things and sees a condom in it. Seeing this, Shu Miao gets angry at Jiaguo again. Jiaguo says, "What happened now?" Shu Miao throws the box at him and says, "You really are a despicable person." Jiaguo is shocked to see that and says, "But I didn't buy this," and quickly puts it in his pocket and leaves from there. On the other side, Shu Miao brings the pads and gives them to Chen Mi. Chen Mi gives them to Zhao Guo. Zhao Guo says, "This happened unintentionally. Now, where is my watch?" Hearing this, Chen Mi says, "Which watch?" Zhao Guo says, "The one you stole." Chen Mi says, "I didn't steal it." Just then, a girl comes and says to Zhao Guo, "We caught the person who stole your watch." Luo Si says, "Zhao Guo, this time you crossed the line." Hearing this, Zhao Guo feels bad and leaves. She comes back and gives Chen Mi some things and says sorry to her. Chen Mi forgives her, but Shu Miao tells her, "Clear this up in the group." Zhao Guo says, "Yes, I will." Chen Mi hugs Zhao Guo and the four of them get together. In the next scene, a senior is getting forms filled for different platforms. Chen Mi also goes there and sees Zhang Wei, who is filling out a form for a basketball game. Chen Mi goes to him, but Zhang Wei moves to the side and doesn't talk to her. Chen Mi says to Zheng Zhe, "Hi, senior, can I also get a form?" Zheng Zhe says, "Sorry, junior, because girls cannot come on this platform." Chen Mi says, "No problem. I need to fill out a form on behalf of my friend." Zheng Zhe then gives her a form. Chen Mi tries hard to persuade Zhang Wei and even offers him dinner, but Zhang Wei submits the form and leaves. Chen Mi then goes to Shu Miao and they both start taking forms for the cheerleading team. As Shu Miao takes a form, the senior says, "The limited number is over, so the remaining girls will have to come next year." Hearing this, Chen Mi gets sad. Shu Miao gives her form to her. Chen Mi says, "But what will you do?" Shu Miao says, "Just keep watching." Saying this, Shu Miao goes to the seniors. The senior tells her, "Please leave, the limits are over." Shu Miao says hi to her, but the seniors don't agree. Shu Miao says, "You are so stubborn." Hearing this, the senior starts to get angry. Chen Mi takes Shu Miao to the side and says, "You take this, besides, I don't know how to walk." Just then, Zheng Zhe comes there and says hi to Shu Miao. Shu Miao is very happy to see him. Zheng Zhe asks her, "What happened? Are you applying for the cheerleading team? Didn't you get a form?" Shu Miao says shyly, "It's not that important," but Zheng Zhe says, "I'll be right back," and leaves. Chen Mi asks Shu Miao, "Who is he?" Shu Miao tells her, "He is Zheng Zhe, a senior from high school." Just then, Zheng Zhe comes and says, "She can only give one seat." Shu Miao says, "Yes, one is enough." Zheng Zhe says, "Okay then, don't be late." In the next scene, Shu Miao goes with Chen Mi to watch a football match. After the match ends, Shu Miao follows Zheng Zhe, and Chen Mi also takes water for Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei is already drinking water. Chen Mi starts to give him a water bottle, but Huang comes and grabs the bottle, saying, "I already told you to bring a milk bottle for me." Just then, the coach comes and starts praising Huang, saying, "You played quite well, so I'll register you. Tell me your height." Huang says 1.78. The coach says 1.78. Just then, Zhang Wei stands up and says, "Sir, my height is 1.88. The coach says, "Huang, tell the truth." Huang says, "My height is 1.75. You can ask Chen Mi." Chen Mi says, "Your height is 1.72 centimeters. Just admit it, right?" Huang says, "No, your height is 1.72. I am 1.75. Chen Mi says, "Your height was 1.72 in school, and it's still the same. Do you remember when we had a physical fitness test in our school? How much you cried then? And besides, now that you're standing with Zhang Wei, it's clear how short you are." Hearing this, Huang tells Chen Mi, "Be quiet." Chen Mi says, "Why are you getting angry? Why don't you tell your real height? And by the way, you forgot. You were about to get entry into the national youth team, but then you were kicked out because of your height." Hearing this, Huang is a bit surprised. Chen Mi winks at him. Hearing this, the coach asks Huang, "You weren't taken in the national youth team?" Chen Mi says, "Yes, the coach there liked him at first sight. He thought his talent was very rare, but being tall was very important for the national team. Then they had to say no to their dearest player." Huang says, "Sir, let bygones be bygones." The coach then says, "No problem, Huang. The national youth team didn't take you. It's their loss, not yours. And now I won't let that happen to you. Your height is a little short, which is a bit of a disadvantage, but I see strong teamwork in you. That's why I will include you in this team." Huang says, "Thank you, sir. I will work hard to win." And by the way, she didn't get my height right. My height is 1.7, 2.5. The coach says, okay, fine. You are 2 meters. Saying this, the coach leaves. Huang follows him. Chen Mi gives a water bottle to Zhong Wei. Zhong Wei starts to leave, but Chen Mi says, Zhong Wei, are you still angry with me? I even apologize to you. Zhong Wei says, do you know what your mistake is? Chen Mi says, yes, I know. I shouted at you in front of everyone. Hearing this, Zhong Wei laughs and leaves. On the other side, Xu Miao follows Zheng Ze. A girl there gives Zheng Ze a water bottle and says, Xu Miao watches your every basketball match. Do you like her? Zheng Ze says, it's not like that. She comes to talk to me herself. We are just friends. Besides, she's not my type. You're not getting jealous of her, are you? Hearing this, Xu Miao gets upset and leaves. After this, Chen Mi goes to the store to get a water bottle for Zhong Wei. Many girls come and take water bottles and leave. Chen Mi says, this is very common. Just then, her eyes fall on a big water bottle, and Chen Mi is happy. Zhong Wei comes after playing the match, and all the girls give him water bottles. Chen Mi then brings a big water bottle and says, Zhong Wei, this is the biggest water bottle in the shop, and it took me a lot of effort to bring it from there to here. So, drink this. Saying this, Chen Mi hands the water bottle to Zhong Wei, and as she leaves, says, if you want more, let me know. I'll bring more for you. Saying this, Chen Mi leaves. Zhong Wei then starts to laugh. A girl says, do you need water now? Zhong Wei says, do you think so? Then Zhong Wei takes the water bottle and goes to his room. Jia Guo smells something there and says, what is this smell? Huang says, I don't smell anything. Jia Guo sits down to write a story on his laptop, and Zhong Wei sits holding the water bottle lovingly. Jia Guo then says, what's so special about this water bottle? Zhong Wei says, I can't tell you, man. You guys won't understand. Jia Guo says, let it be. By the way, do you guys know how it feels after a breakup? Huang asks Zhong Wei, have you ever been in love and have you had a breakup? Zhong Wei says, yes, I have been in love and we separated, but she still likes me and we haven't broken up. Let me stay lost in her love. Huang says, that's enough. And from my experience, I can say that after a breakup, people start drinking. Jia Guo says, your thoughts are quite old-fashioned. Who drinks after a breakup? On the other side, Xu Miao goes to her room drunk. Chen Mi asks her, have you been drinking? Xu Miao says, yes, I am very happy today. Saying this, Xu Miao sits on her chair and starts looking at Zheng Ze's chat. Luosi says to Chen Mi, it seems she has had a breakup. Chen Mi says, yes, she often used to be with a boy. Just then, Xu Miao starts crying loudly. In the next scene, Xu Miao is not eating. Chen Mi tells her, eat. Xu Miao says, Chen Mi, if you have liked someone for 3 years and he turns out to be a rascal, what would you do? Chen Mi says, I will scold him and tell him you are not worthy of me, and then I will block him. Xu Miao says, I have liked him for a long time, so it won't be easy for me to do all this. Chen Mi says, I saw Zheng Ze with a girl today. Xu Miao, he is not worthy of you. You are so beautiful. You will find a much better guy. Forget him. To hell with him. Xu Miao says, the way you are scolding me, I'm liking it. Keep talking. Chen Mi says, you know, he is only a little taller than Huang. He's not that handsome either. His eyes are also small. His hairline is also weird. If it continues like this, he will go bald. And he plays basketball much worse than Zhong Wei. Hearing this, Yu Miao says, you're right. By the way, his last shot was very bad. Chen Mi says, yes, and besides, he's very clumsy. When he walks, he does this. Saying this, Chen Mi starts making weird styles. Seeing this, Xu Miao starts laughing. And then Xu Miao blocks Zheng Ze's number and starts eating. In the next scene, at night, Zhao Guo says to Xu Miao, Jia Guo is calling you outside. Xu Miao goes outside and says, tell me, what do you want to say? Jia Guo says, you act very well. You look quite tired. The pain in your eyes is clearly visible. You act very well, Xu Miao. You made an excuse and missed class today, but you can neither run away nor hide by making excuses. Xu Miao says, I am not making an excuse. Jia Guo says, look, tell me clearly or it won't be good. Xu Miao says, think whatever you want. Saying this, Xu Miao starts to leave. Zheng Ze then comes there with that girl. Seeing him, Xu Miao hides behind Jia Guo and grabs his shirt. Zheng Ze thanks the girl and says, come again, then leaves from there. Xu Miao starts crying. Jia Guo tells her, step back. Xu Miao sits there and starts crying. Seeing this, Jia Guo says, hey, I didn't make you cry. You must have had an argument with someone or you had a breakup with someone. Xu Miao says, is this also my fault? I want to be alone. Why are you bothering me? Jia Guo starts to put his hand on her shoulder, but then he sits down and says, did you really have a breakup? It's not a big deal. It's very common. Please stop. Maybe you two were not meant to be together, but in the next life, you two will be together, you'll see. Xu Miao says, in the next life? And starts crying again. Jia Guo gives her a tissue and runs away from there. In the next scene, Luo Si asks a girl, can you tell me if Fang Mao is in class? The girl says, Fang Mao just went to the canteen. By the way, who are you? Luo Si says, I am his girlfriend. Saying this, Luosi goes to the canteen, but a girl there is feeding Fang Mao. Seeing this, Luosi goes to him. Fang Mao is shocked to see her. Fang Mao's friend then asks him, "Who is she? You never told us about her?" Fang Mao quickly goes to her and says, "This is Luosi." Luosi then says hi to everyone and gives Fang Mao a gift. Fang Mao opens the gift and inside it is a handkerchief. Luosi puts it on Fang Mao. Fang Mao takes Luosi to eat. Fang Mao's friend says, Fang Mao's girlfriend is not simple. Today, she came here and told everyone the truth about herself. Next scene, Chen Mi is teaching Shu Miao to dance for the cheerleading team and says, "You have missed a lot of classes. I told the sir that I would teach you, and he said, I will tell the principal about you skipping lectures and exams." Shu Miao says, "He is very mean." Just then, the girls come, so Shu Miao goes with them, and Chen Mi starts to change her dress. On the other side, the second round of the basketball match ends, and the cheerleaders are called to dance. Hearing this, Chen Mi quickly goes out. She is not able to close her zipper. Zhang Wei then comes there and asks, "What happened?" Chen Mi says, "My zipper is not closing." Zhang Wei gets close to Chen Mi and closes her zipper, saying, "After the match ends, come and meet me in the garden. I have to tell you something." Chen Mi says, "Yes," and leaves. She quickly goes and starts dancing. Now, after the dance, the last round of the match starts again, and because of Zhang Wei, the university wins the match. Seeing this, everyone is very happy, and Chen Mi runs after Zhang Wei. Shu Miao also starts to leave. Zheng Ze then comes to her and says, "We are going to celebrate. Will you come?" Shu Miao says, "No, I am leaving." Zheng Ze asks her, "What's the matter? You are not talking to me properly." Shu Miao says, "Nothing happened to me." Zheng Ze says, "Then why have you been avoiding me for the past few days?" Shu Miao says, "I have one piece of advice. Don't take yourself so seriously." Saying this, Shu Miao starts to leave. Zheng Ze calls out to her. Jia Guo is also watching all this and calls Shu Miao saying, "Your ambassador application has been approved. You have to come with me to the office to get it." Hearing this, Zheng Ze says, "She is tired. She won't go with you." Shu Miao says, "No, I am not tired." Saying this, Shu Miao grabs Jia Guo's hand and leaves with him. Coming outside, she asks Jia Guo, "Will any teacher be in the office at this time?" Jia Guo says, "There was no other way to get you out of there. He is the same boy who broke your heart, right? If I'm right, he's the one. Look, tell me the truth. You became a cheerleader because of him, right?" Hearing this, Shu Miao gets emotional and starts looking at him. Jia Guo says, "Shu Miao, look, don't cry. If someone sees, what will they think?" Shu Miao says, "That's what I'm thinking too. Why did I even love him?" Jia Guo says, "Why did you?" Shu Miao says, "Because he doesn't talk nonsense like me." Saying this, Shu Miao starts to leave. Jia Guo goes to her. Shu Miao asks him, "Why aren't you saying anything?" Jia Guo says, "Don't be late for advanced mathematics tomorrow morning." Shu Miao says, "Okay." On the other side, Chen Mi is waiting for Zhang Wei. After a while, Huang comes there and asks Chen Mi, "What are you doing here?" Chen Mi says, "Where is Zhang Wei?" Huang says, "He went with some girl." Hearing this, Chen Mi quickly goes outside and Zhang Wei is standing there with a girl. Seeing this, Chen Mi is shocked and leaves from there. At night, Zhang Wei is waiting for Chen Mi, but Chen Mi doesn't come. Zhang Wei messages her. Chen Mi says, I am busy tonight, so I can't come." Seeing this, Zhang Wei leaves from there and Chen Mi cries a lot. After this, Chen Mi goes back to her room. Luosi tells them, "I saw Zhang Wei with a girl today. Looking at them, it seemed like they are very close to each other." Shu Miao says, "Does Zhang Wei have a girlfriend too?" Luosi looks at Chen Mi and says, "Yes, I think so too. That girl is very beautiful and looks older than Zhang Wei, but nowadays boys like such girls. They are very close to each other." Shu Miao says, "I don't care about others." Luosi says, "Then do you care about Zhao Guo?" Shu Miao says, "She just studies all the time, right?" Luosi says, her postgraduate lover is downstairs questioning her. Like, "Were you with me just so you could pass the entrance exam? Even on dates, you only used to talk about exams. Why? Did Zhao Guo used to love him?" Just then, Zhao Guo comes and overhears these things, saying, "Now there is no need to be his means because we have broken up." Just then, Xu Hao comes and starts calling for Zhao Guo from downstairs, saying, "Zhao Guo, tell me, for what reason were you with me? I love you." Just then, the department manager comes and tells Shihao, "Leave from here." Shihao leaves. Luosi says to Zhao Guo, "Shihao loves you a lot." Zhao Guo says, "Loving me is his choice, and breaking up with him is my choice." Luosi says, "Why did you break up with him?" Zhao Guo says, "He is going to the village, and I am going abroad." Luosi says, "You won't take the entrance exam?" Zhao Guo says, "There's no point in taking the entrance exam. Only those who study abroad are competitive." Luosi says, "I think you are not doing right by Shihao. What do you say, Chen Mi?" Chen Mi says, "There is no pressure in love." Saying this, Chen Mi picks up Zhang Wei's poster and goes outside. Luosi says, "So Zhang Wei likes Chen Mi?" Shu Miao says, I asked, but she denied it. Luo Si says, Shu Miao, you are very beautiful, but you know nothing about love. Maybe Chen Mi has a crush on Zhang Wei. Otherwise, who keeps someone's poster here and there? Shu Miao says, you are right. They must have fallen in love when they were fighting. Luo Si says, yes, you should also find a boyfriend. Shu Miao says, I had many relationships. Now I am tired. In the next scene, Chen Mi is going with her toy design pieces when a box falls. Zhang Wei comes and picks it up saying, Chen Mi, your designs have arrived. Why didn't you tell me? Wait, I'll open it. Chen Mi takes the box from him and says, don't open it. Zhang Wei says, why? What happened? Chen Mi says, it will be a hassle to carry them if they are open. Zhang Wei says, I helped you. What would happen if you helped me this time? Chen Mi says no. Zhang Wei says, why not? Chen Mi says, I mean, it wouldn't be right to do that. If I show them to you now, the ceremony will have no meaning. Saying this, Chen Mi starts to leave. Zhang Wei follows her and says, Chen Mi, you are right. We will celebrate events like this together? Chen Mi replies yes. Zhang Wei helps her by taking her boxes and leaving. After this, Chen Mi quickly goes to class and sits next to Huang. After the class ends, the sir says to Chen Mi, you are not paying any attention to advanced mathematics at all. You don't even know the definitions. Chen Mi says, sir, I will definitely sit and study at night. Saying this, Chen Mi lifts her book, and there are cartoons drawn on it. Seeing this, the sir glares and leaves from there. As Chen Mi turns around, Zhang Wei is sitting there. Seeing him, Chen Mi starts to pack her books. Zhang Wei goes to her and tells her some important definition formulas in chapters of advanced mathematics. Chen Mi tells him, okay, but I will prepare in my own way. Saying this, Chen Mi leaves from there and is sitting in the canteen having lunch, thinking about something. Just then, Shu Miao tells her, the next part of the novel I am reading is very good. I'll read it to you. In this novel, the hero wants to pursue the heroine. The heroine's grades are not good, so the hero wants to give her his notes. The hero doesn't want to break the heroine's pride, so he gives his notes to the heroine's best friend. Isn't that so sweet, Chen Mi? Chen Mi replies, Just then, Zhang Wei comes and puts notes on the table saying, Chen Mi, these are my notes. Read them. Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves. Shu Miao says, this is really so sweet. Just then, Huang comes there and says, Chen Mi, Zhang Wei was looking for you. What does he want? Chen Mi gives him the notes and says, give these to Zhang Wei, and leaves from there. Huang is very happy to see Zhang Wei's notes. In the next scene, the sir is telling everyone their test scores. Zhang Wei comes first, Zhao Guo second, and then the sir says, today I want to encourage a student who has improved himself, and that is Huang. Everyone, clap for him. Hearing this, everyone is quite surprised. The sir says, Chen Mi, I will not tell you your marks in front of everyone. You come to my office? If this continues, you will surely fail the exam. Saying this, the sir starts teaching again. Huang then returns the notes to Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei says, how do you have these? Huang says, Chen Mi gave these to me. Zhang Wei, you are really a genius. Your summary was very accurate. Hearing this, Zhang Wei gets angry and throws the notes down forcefully. Everyone starts looking at him. The sir tells them all, focus on your studies. Now, after class, Zhang Wei goes to Chen Mi and asks, why did you give my notes to someone else? Chen Mi says, I told you I would study on my own. Zhang Wei says, okay, so why are you avoiding me? Chen Mi says, it's not like that. I am just maintaining a distance as a classmate. Zhang Wei says, because we are classmates? We are just classmates and nothing else? Chen Mi says, what else? And starts to leave. Zhang Wei grabs her and says, what do you mean? Chen Mi says, don't do this. I don't like it at all. Saying this, Chen Mi leaves. Zhang Wei says, what did I even do? After this, Zhang Wei goes to his room. Shu Miao then goes live on TikTok. Jia Guo puts on his earbuds and starts watching her. Feeling very happy, Shu Miao also sings a song at a viewer's request. Huang also comes there and says to Jia Guo, look, Shu Miao is singing so well. Jia Guo quickly puts his phone down and says, okay, let me see. And then Jia Guo says, shall we have karaoke in the class activity this time? Huang says, yes, okay. Jia Guo says, Zhang Wei, no matter what, you must come. Zhang Wei replies, okay. Huang says, will you bring your girlfriend along? Zhang Wei asks in surprise. Girlfriend? Huang says, yes, the one who looks a bit older. We have seen her. Hearing this, Zhang Wei asks, does Chen Mi also know about this? Huang says, yes, the whole class knows about it. Zhang Wei then starts laughing and says, I will definitely come tomorrow. In the next scene, Huang is singing a song at the karaoke, where Jia Guo is getting very bored, and Chen Mi is also sitting and listening to him. Jia Guo then goes and stops the music. Huang tells him, what are you doing? My song is not over. Jia Guo takes the mic from him and says, for the past 2 hours, you have monopolized the microphone. Others also want to sing. Huang says, who are the others? Look, some people are playing and some are talking. Besides me, no one wants to sing. Saying this, Huang sits next to Chen Mi. Jiaguo asks Chen Mi, where is Shu Miao? Chen Mi says she has some work, so she didn't come. Huang says, actually, she didn't want to come at all. She is a campus beauty. For her, coming to karaoke is no special thing. People sing here all day long. And look, Zhongwei is not here either. Next time, we will do team building and come here. Just then, Zhongwei comes there. The girls ask him to sit between them. Zhongwei says, I don't like to sit in the middle. Hearing this, Chen Mi moves closer to Huang. Zhongwei pushes Huang back and sits in the middle. Huang says, you were just saying you don't like to sit in the middle, and now you've come between me and Chen Mi. Hearing this, Chen Mi moves away. Zhongwei also moves closer to her. Just then, a person brings a lot of fruit and says, your order has arrived. Jiago says, but I didn't order this. Zhongwei says, I ordered this. Then everyone starts eating. Zhongwei picks up a strawberry and gives it to Chen Mi, saying, you like strawberries, right? Chen Mi says, I don't like them anymore. Zhongwei eats the strawberry himself and asks, Chen Mi, are you angry with me? Chen Mi says, why would I be angry with you? Zhongwei says, okay, then play a song for me. Chen Mi says, do it yourself. Zhongwei says, look, it's so far away. Please play the song Single Talks. Hearing this, Huang says, I'll play it. I know this song. Saying this, Huang plays the song and says, we will all sing the song together, but there's a rule. Anyone who has a partner will not sing this song. Saying this, Huang starts singing the song and then gives the mic to Jiaguo. Jiaguo sings a little and gives it to Chen Mi. Chen Mi sings a little and is about to give the mic to the boy next to her when Zhongwei takes the mic from her and starts singing. Seeing this, Chen Mi is happy. And Huang also starts making a video of him saying, Chen Mi, I can't believe Zhongwei is still single. When all the girls find out about this, they will go crazy. Now, after singing the song, Zhongwei gives a strawberry to Chen Mi. Chen Mi takes the strawberry and starts eating it. Seeing this, Zhongwei is happy and starts handing her strawberries repeatedly. Now, after the karaoke, Jiaguo is taking Huang home because he had drunk too much. Just then, Jiaguo's eyes fall on Shu Miao. Jiaguo sends Huang with another boy and goes over to Shu Miao himself. On the other side, Chen Mi and Zhongwei are walking. Zhongwei says, Chen Mi, what's the matter? You seem extra happy today. Chen Mi says, it's because my double chin has reduced. Zhongwei says, your double chin is still the same. Chen Mi says, my mom increased my pocket money, that's why. Zhongwei says, you get happy over very small things. Chen Mi asks him, the girl who brought water for you at the gym last time, wasn't she your girlfriend? Zhongwei says, you mean Bai Ran? Why? Are you getting jealous? Chen Mi says, no, I just wanted to know. Zhongwei says, Bai Ran is a member of my family. Hearing this, Chen Mi starts laughing. Zhongwei asks, why are you so happy that I don't have a girlfriend? Chen Mi says, no, I was thinking about something else, and starts to leave happily from there. Zhongwei tells her, walk slowly. Then Zhongwei calls out to Chen Mi and asks, can we be together again? Chen Mi says, I have no problem. Hearing this, Zhongwei comes to Chen Mi, holds her hand and says, why are your hands so cold? Chen Mi says, I don't know. Zhongwei holds her hand and starts walking, asking, since when do you like me? Chen Mi says, maybe since I made the poster. Zhongwei says, oh, so why didn't I know? Chen Mi says, it's true. I even brought that cardboard to my room. I couldn't sleep without looking at it. Zhongwei says, so that means that cardboard is our love? Then give it to me. Hearing this, Chen Mi is shocked because she had thrown that poster in the dustbin in anger. So Chen Mi says, you can see yourself every day, and seeing yourself every day will feel weird, right? Zhongwei says, you made it, so how can it be weird? Hearing this, Chen Mi doesn't know what to say. Zhongwei says, tell me the truth, you threw it away. Chen Mi says, no, it's with me. I will definitely give it to you someday. Zhongwei says, okay, and then they both start to leave from there. In the next scene, Chen Mi goes for an interview at Hengcheng Jie. The judges there like Chen Mi's designs a lot, but the company needed a design manager, and Chen Mi's subject was business administration, which is why she is not selected. So Chen Mi is sitting outside sadly. Just then, the design director, Yu Da-wei, comes and sits at another table. He is talking to someone on a call and can't remember the name of a design. Chen Mi tells him the name of the design. Hearing this, Yu Da-wei is quite surprised and, after talking on the call, goes to Chen Mi and asks, it seems you know the company well and are a very good employee. Chen Mi says, I am just an employee. I came here for an interview. Yu Da-wei says, it seems you were not selected. Chen Mi shakes her head no. Yu Da-wei then looks at her designs and asks her some questions. Chen Mi answers those questions correctly, which makes Yu Da-wei happy, and he says, you are selected. You can come to the company from Monday. Saying this, he gives Chen Mi a card and leaves. After this, Chen Mi calls Zhongwei to a restaurant and tells him, I passed the interview. Hearing this, Zhongwei is very happy and says, I knew you would definitely pass. Just then, Chen Mi's eyes fall on Zhongwei's bag and she asks him for notes. Zhongwei says, oh, so now you need my notes? Chen-mi says, my boyfriend is so smart, so I should take some advantage. Then Jong-wei gives her the notes and says, Chen-mi, you have to pass this exam. I don't want my girlfriend to have to jump in the lake in front of the whole school. Chen-mi says, we will meet secretly until the exam is over so that you don't have to be embarrassed. Jong-wei says, how dare you say that? Chen-mi says, okay, I won't say it. Jong-wei says, I won't come with you on holiday. I have shop work. I have to open it. Chen-mi says, what kind of shop? Jong-wei says, not now. It's a secret. In the next scene, Jong-wei is sitting with his mom and dad. His mom and dad are being lovey-dovey with each other. Seeing this, Jong-wei picks up a pineapple and starts to leave. His mom says, where are you going? Jong-wei says, let it be. I'll sit outside and eat. On the other side, Zhao Guo also goes to her house. There, she gets sad seeing a family photo because Zhao Guo's picture is not in that photo. Just then, Zhao Guo's mom comes there and asks, hey, Zhao Guo, how are you here? Zhao Guo says, it was a holiday, so I came here. Her mom then says, you should have told me. I would have sent Zhe. Saying this, she calls Zhao Guo's dad, but he comes and starts asking about Zhe and worrying about him. Seeing this, Zhao Guo doesn't feel good. Zhao Guo's mom then calls Zhe and tells him, everyone's favorite dish has been made. Your dad made prawns for you. Zhe says, I will have dinner outside today. Zhao Guo's mom tells this to the dad. Then everyone starts eating. Zhao Guo picks up a prawn and starts eating, but her dad takes the prawn and gives it to Zhao Guo's mom, saying, keep this for Z. Give it to him when he comes. Zhao Guo feels very bad about this and leaves her food and goes away. In the next scene, Chen-mi is wandering outside alone. Her eyes then fall on a couple who are very happy. Seeing this, Chen-mi remembers the video in which Jong-wei had placed a gift on the ground and had asked Chen-mi, take it. Remembering this, Chen-mi goes to that ground and starts looking for the gift under all the trees. She then finds the gift under a tree. When Chen-mi opens the box, it contains pictures of Chen-mi and Jong-wei. Seeing this, Chen-mi is happy and picks up a picture to look at it. On the back of the picture, it is written, today marks 100 days of our relationship. We will celebrate our every anniversary well. Reading this, Chen-mi is happy and writes, okay on it. Then she puts the box back under the ground. After this, Chen-mi is coming with coffee when her eyes fall on Jong-wei, who is working at his shop. Seeing this, Chen-mi starts to think, now I understand. He has no luxury sports car, no inheritance, and he is not the owner of Zhong Corporation. He became a vlogger to earn money by making professional videos and does a part-time job at a construction site. This means Jong-wei is not a rich man. Just then, Jong-wei sees Chen-mi. Chen-mi goes to him and says, don't worry, I won't tell this secret to anyone. Jong-wei says, what secret? Chen-mi says, it's not a big deal to be a worker. What's wrong with that? Today is a holiday, so the salary will also be 3 times higher. Saying this, Chen-mi takes out some money and gives it to Jong-wei, says good luck, and leaves from there. Jong-wei doesn't understand anything and goes inside smiling. Xu Chao tells him, why are you so happy? Did you get your money? Jong-wei says, how did you know? By the way, my girlfriend gave it to me. Xu Chao says, you have a girlfriend too? Jong-wei says, why can't I have a girlfriend? Xu Chao says, is she the same girl who is tall, slim, and pretty? Jong-wei says, no, she is the girl next to her, Chen-mi. Xu Chao says, why did she give you money? Jong-wei says, she must have thought I needed money. Xu Chao says, you didn't tell her that you belong to a rich family? Jong-wei says, no. By the way, my girlfriend is so cute and innocent. She gave me money. Xu Chao says, you are pretending to be poor in front of her. Jong-wei says, I am not pretending to be poor. I am really poor. And besides, whatever happens, happens for the best. Saying this, Jong-wei goes back to work. In the next scene, Chen-mi goes back to the university and is waiting for Jong-wei in class. She thinks, did I embarrass Jong-wei yesterday? Just then, the sir takes attendance. Chen-mi quickly says, Sir, Jong-wei is here. He is in the washroom. I saw him go myself. The sir says, Jong-wei is on leave today. Chen-mi says, sorry, I must have been mistaken. Hearing this, the whole class starts laughing at her. At night, Chen-mi messages Jong-wei but doesn't know what to message. Just then, Jong-wei comes there and asks Chen-mi, were you waiting for me? Chen-mi says, my money. Jong-wei says, you wanted that money back? Chen-mi says, yes, I lent it to you. Jong-wei says, lent it? Okay, I'll give it to you. Saying this, Jong-wei takes money out of his pocket. Chen-mi sees that he has some loose notes, and a coin falls on the ground. Jong-wei quickly steps on it. Seeing this, Chen-mi is embarrassed and says, if you don't have money, it's okay. You can give it to me later. Saying this, Chen-mi runs away from there. In next scene, Chen-mi goes for her job at Heng Cheng Company. Yu-do-wi introduces her to everyone. A supervisor says to Chen-mi, well, this is not even her major in this area, and getting a direct designer position. I don't think this is right, but what can we do? You are lucky you got a director like him. Chen-mi gets angry at her. As Chen Mi comes out of the office, Xu Chao is also there. Some things fall from his hands. Xu Chao helps her and asks, Xu Chao, you are a real estate agent, right? So what are you doing here? Xu Chao says, what did you say? Real estate agent? Chen Mi says, yes, that day you guys were distributing posters at the mall, right? Xu Chao then thinks, is Zhang Wei pretending to be a random man in front of her? So I have to help Zhang Wei. Thinking this, Xu Chao says, actually, our company is opening a shop. For that, we had hired a real estate agent. That's why I met them that day. By the way, what are you doing here? Chen Mi says, I am an intern here. Saying this, Chen Mi starts to leave. Xu Chao tells her, by the way, Zhang Wei is a very good boy. He is a good-looking and hard-working boy. That's why I bring him to this company. He is a temporary staff. Chen Mi says, you are very nice. Xu Chao says, which department are you in? Just then, Yu Wei comes there and says, Chen Mi is in our department. Xu Chao says to Chen Mi, why did you make such a bad decision? Yu Wei says, if she hadn't joined our company's top project team, she would have had to join your team, which is at the last rank. Xu Chao says, this is just a job. Happiness is more important than work. It's better for me to come last in the company every year than to work under such a grumpy boss. At least I will be happy. Chen Mi leaves from there. Yu Wei says, I hope you will be happy even after the second quarter's sales come in. Xu Chao says, yes, I can't be grumpy like you. Hearing this, Chen Mi messages in the group that people say office politics are very scary, and today I really faced it. In the next scene, Chen Mi is standing outside the boys' dormitory. Huang forcibly takes Jia Guo with him to watch a basketball match. Seeing this, Chen Mi is happy and, wearing a mask, goes inside the boys' dormitory. The manager there starts looking at Chen Mi. Chen Mi goes and grabs two boys from behind and starts talking to them. The manager then goes back to her work. Chen Mi quickly goes to Zhang Wei's room. She sees all the things scattered inside, and there is a lot of smell. Chen Mi holds her nose and goes inside, cleaning Zhang Wei's table thoroughly. Then Chen Mi cleans their entire room well, washes Zhang Wei's socks, and leaves from there. A little later, Huang and Jia Guo are coming to their room. Jia Guo says to Huang, the room will be checked for cleanliness in a few days, so go and clean the room and wash your socks too. Huang says, okay, I will. And as they enter the room, they are both shocked to see every room and say, I didn't do this. Jia Guo says, we didn't do it. Zhang Wei is not here either, so who did this? Maybe the secret helper did it. Huang looks at the socks and says, secret helper? After that, Chen Mi is serving food and is very happy. Huang then comes there and asks Chen Mi to come with him. Chen Mi says, wait a minute, let me serve. Huang says, secret helper. Hearing this, Chen Mi takes Huang outside and says, you found out everything. Huang says, yes, due to my intelligence, I know it was you. Chen Mi says, does Zhang Wei also know? Huang says, not yet. Chen Mi says, Huang, I will do whatever you say, just don't tell Zhang Wei. Huang says, don't worry, we are good friends. I understand. By the way, Chen Mi, it's surprising that you did all this for Zhang Wei. Okay, tell me, how much money did you make? Hearing this, Chen Mi says, what? Huang says, yes, yesterday you asked me about Zhang Wei, and today a secret helper came to our room. I don't think this can be a coincidence. You must have sent this information to some fan and made a lot of money. Not bad, Chen Mi. You are a business-minded person. Hearing this, Chen Mi relaxes and says, yes, I learned it from you after all. Huang says, yes, and tells the secret helper that we don't have a hairdryer and the AC is also broken. Ask her, will you help us? Chen Mi replies, yes. Huang says, yes, and tell her, be careful, because it was clear that all this was for Zhang Wei. Chen Mi says, how so? Huang says, our dirty clothes were kept under the blanket. She just moved them from the front, whereas Zhang Wei's blanket, bed, everything was clean. She even cleaned the bed's headboard well. She only did Zhang Wei's work. Chen Mi nods her head. Huang then leaves. On the other side, Xu Miao is taking food, and she takes lean meat. The servant there says, everyone is taking lean meat. Who will take the fat meat? Just then, Jia Guo comes there and says, I will take the fat meat. Give it to me. Xu Miao starts looking at Jia Guo. Jia Guo says, I like fat meat. And then they both sit down and start having lunch. Jia Guo asks Xu Miao, how is the weight loss going? Xu Miao says, it's going very well. That's why today's meat is a reward for me. Jia Guo starts eating and his meat finishes, so he starts eating rice. Xu Miao sees this and takes some meat from her plate and puts it on Jia Guo's plate, saying, you are a grown-up now, so you should take care of yourself. Seeing this, Jia Guo is very happy. Just then, Huang comes there and starts taking meat from Jia Guo's plate. Jia Guo stops him and says, Huang, look there, the food counter is over there. Seeing this, Xu Miao starts laughing. Huang says, you are becoming as stingy as Zhang Wei. In the next scene, Chen Mi again goes to their room and cleans the entire room well. She removes the old slippers and puts new slippers there. She fixes their AC, puts fruit, and leaves. After this, when the three of them are in their room, Jiaguo says, "Hey, the AC is really fixed." Huang says, "Yes, and look, she also left a new hairdryer and new slippers." Just then, Zhongwei looks at his slippers and smiles. Jiaguo says, "She must have come here because of Zhongwei." Huang says, "Why didn't you say she came because of me?" Jiaguo says, "Impossible." Zhongwei wears the slippers, puts his feet on the table and says, "Look at this." Huang says, "What's so special about this?" Zhongwei says, "This means she likes cats." Huang says, "You mean all the girls in the world who like cats are your secret fans?" Zhongwei says, "There's no secret in this. It's very easy." Huang says, "You are saying it as if you know a secret helper." Zhongwei says, "Yes, I know her. Should I tell you?" Huang gets close to Zhongwei. Zhongwei says softly, "It's a secret." Huang makes a wry face and sits back. Zhongwei then starts laughing. The next morning, Zhongwei comes to class wearing those same slippers. Seeing this, everyone is surprised, and Chen Mi is shocked. Huang then starts telling everyone about the secret helper, and Zhongwei deliberately stretches his foot, which is in the new slipper, in front of Chen Mi. Chen Mi looks at him and turns her face away. Zhongwei puts his foot further forward. Hearing Huang's words, Xu Miao says, "Who becomes a secret helper in today's time? Right, Chen Mi?" Hearing this, Chen Mi looks at Zhongwei, and Zhongwei starts laughing. Chen Mi then says, "Yes, she is quite old-fashioned. How can she do that?" Just then, the sir comes there and tells Zhongwei, "Sit properly." Zhongwei quickly pulls his foot back, but his slipper remains near Chen Mi. Chen Mi kicks the slipper back towards Zhongwei. After this, Chen Mi again goes and cleans their room. But then a voice comes from outside. "The director is coming to check everyone's room. Whoever refuses to have their room checked will have their points deducted." Hearing this, Chen Mi starts hiding here and there, but she doesn't find a place, so she goes and hides on the balcony. Two boys then see Chen Mi and start calling everyone to tell them. Chen Mi sees them and hides. Just then, Huang and Zhongwei also come there. Zhongwei asks Chen Mi, "What are you doing here?" Chen Mi says softly, "The director is checking the room inside." Everyone starts saying she must have come for Zhongwei. Seeing this, Zhongwei starts laughing. The principal then comes and says, "Hey girl, what are you doing here?" A boy then says, "Sir, this is Chen Mi, a student of business administration, and she has come here in love with someone." Hearing this, everyone starts asking, "Why did you come here?" Zhongwei is enjoying all this. The sir then asks the other students, "Yeah, who did she come here for? If you want to avoid punishment, tell the truth." And then the principal tells Chen Mi, "Come down." Huang says, "Sir, who will you punish?" The principal says, "I will punish both of them." Hearing this, Zhongwei is about to say something to the principal when Chen Mi says to everyone, "I came here for Huang." Hearing this, everyone is shocked, and poor Huang says, "Chen Mi, don't lie." Chen Mi says, "Yes, this is the truth. I came here for you." Huang, for the sake of friendship, then says, "You are very selfish. Do you know how worried I am seeing you like this?" Zhongwei doesn't like all this. He tells Huang, "Tell Chen Mi to come down." Huang then tells Chen Mi, "Come down." Chen Mi quickly comes down, but Zhongwei looks at her, gets angry, and leaves. The principal then scolds both of them. Then Huang takes Chen Mi to the side and says, "I feel like I know all the gossip of this university, but I didn't know you would have such a story. Come on, tell me, since when do you love Zhongwei?" Chen Mi tries to change the subject. Huang says, "Don't try to change the subject. The smelly socks on Zhongwei's bed were mine." Chen Mi pushes him and says, "You too." Huang says, "You really have a crush on Zhongwei?" Chen Mi says, "Many girls like him, so I too." Huang says, "You liked Zhongwei and confessed your love in front of the whole school and made me the scapegoat, and only you can do something like this." Chen Mi says, "There was no other choice but to take your name." Huang says, "Okay, fine, I will be the scapegoat, but when your heart breaks in love, don't come crying to me. Understood?" In the next scene, Zhongwei goes to the company. The watchman is standing there with his girlfriend. His girlfriend sees Zhongwei and says, "I was just going inside to start my work." Zhongwei says, "If you are in a relationship, be open about it. Why keep it a secret? It's not shameful. Go on." The watchman says, "Where should we go, sir?" Zhongwei says, "Take a day off and go out. Have dinner. Watch a movie. Love each other openly. And yes, go now. If you don't go, I will fire you." Hearing this, they are very happy. Now, as Zhongwei goes inside, Yudawi congratulates him for the good sales. Zhongwei says, "No need." Yudawi says, "Tell your classmate Chen Mi that she didn't come to the meeting today. I will definitely see her in the company." Zhongwei says, "Who said we are classmates?" Yudawi says, "Chen Mi told me. By the way, you two are classmates, but not close." Zhongwei then leaves from there and goes to Shichao. Shichao sees his mood and asks, "Are you upset because of Chen Mi?" Zhongwei says, Chen Mi came to the boys' dormitory today and got caught. Shichao says, she turned out to be quite bold, man. Zhongwei says, no, it's nothing like that. She just comes to our room as a secret helper, cleans up, leaves some gifts, and goes. These slippers I'm wearing, she left them too. I thought she was happy doing all this, so I didn't say anything to her either, but today the principal came to check the room and she was caught on the balcony. Shichao says, okay, so what happened next? Zhongwei says, next, everyone was looking at her, and they all asked, why did you come? Shichao says, wow, she confessed her love in front of everyone. How romantic. Zhongwei says, she confessed her love for Huang in front of everyone, and that's not right. I have to do something. Shichao says, what will you do now? Zhongwei says, I will tell everyone. Saying this, Zhongwei goes back to the university. Huang tells him, without my help, Chen Mai couldn't have become a secret helper, couldn't have cleaned our room, couldn't have sent snacks, and couldn't have fixed the AC. All this happened because of me. Zhang Wei says, are you sure all this happened because of you? Huang says, what do you mean? Zhang Wei says, there are 3 people living in our room, but only my books were arranged in different sections, and the dust on the floor around me was the only thing cleaned properly. My chair was also cleaned, and the chair was also fixed. The effort was made only for me. Whenever I think about this, I feel like Chen Mi did it all just for me. Huang says, what do you think? Everyone likes you? Chen Mi is not that kind of girl. Understood? Zhang Wei says, oh, really? But in high school, we were in a relationship. Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves. On the other side, Chen Mi has a fever. Xu Miao, while giving her medicine, says, okay, you fell in love, but how did it happen with Huang? I don't understand. Luo Si says, in my opinion, Huang is fine. Now, if they get married, then she will lovingly cook for him and wait for him, and then both of them. Saying this, Luo Si makes a kissing face. Chen Mi says, yuck, stop. Actually, Zhang Wei and I are dating each other. Xu Miao says, by the way, when did you two fall in love? Chen Mi says, from the karaoke room. And by the way, Zhang Wei and I were also together in school. Hearing this, Luo Si, Xu Miao, and Zhao Guo are shocked. Just then, Zhang Wei makes an announcement. Chen Mi should come and meet me in the garden. Hearing this, Chen Mi quickly runs away. Xu Miao says she had a fever, yet she ran away. Luo Si says, now she has the power of love in her. That's why. Xu Miao says, can love also cure illness? Luo Si says, when you fall in love, you will understand. Xu Miao says, even if I don't fall in love, I will still understand. On the other side, Chen Mi goes to Zhang Wei and says, what is all this? Zhang Wei says, I just called my girlfriend. Chen Mi says, you could have called or messaged me too. Zhang Wei says, this felt better. Chen Mi says, you can be punished for misusing the radio. Zhang Wei says, I am not afraid. The whole university should know about our relationship. By the way, Chen Mi, why do you hide this from everyone? Chen Mi says, I am doing all this for our own good, because when we were together in high school, all the girls became my enemies, which affected our love. And besides, this is a matter between 2 people. What difference does it make if everyone knows? I think we should move forward slowly. Zhang Wei takes off his coat and says, you have 2 options. First, you will wear my coat and take 3 laps around the university, or second, you will take 10 laps. It's up to you. Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves. Chen Mi wears the coat and holds Zhang Wei's hand. Zhang Wei is very happy, and they both start walking, holding each other's hands. Just then, Huang calls out to Chen Mi. Chen Mi quickly lets go of Zhang Wei's hand. Zhang Wei holds Chen Mi's hand. Huang says, Chen Mi, there are so many girls in the university, but I trusted you. Chen Mi says, Zhang Wei and I have known each other since high school. Huang says, I know. Someone already told me. Chen Mi looks at Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei says, I just told him a little while ago. Chen Mi then starts smiling. Huang says, Chen Mi, stop looking at me like that. I can't bear it. Chen Mi says, what nonsense are you talking about? Huang says, I am your good friend, and you hid this from me. I want you to correct your mistake. Chen Mi says, okay, fine. We will treat you to dinner. Huang says, no, I don't want to eat with you. Instead, I will upload the first photo of you two. Chen Mi refuses, but Zhang Wei agrees, and then Huang clicks many cute photos of them. In the next scene, Zhang Wei's mom comes to pick him up. As Zhang Wei is about to get in the car, his mom tells him, change your clothes. Zhang Wei changes his clothes and gets in the car. Just then, Huang sees all this and starts making a video of it. And here we find out that this is Zhang Wei's stepmom, but Zhang Wei loves her like his own mom. After this, Zhang Wei's mom takes him to meet her friends, and her friends are surprised to see Zhang Wei. But Zhang Wei's mom only praises Zhang Wei. Her friend then gets irritated and leaves. Jong Wei's mom starts laughing and says, whenever I used to meet them, they would only talk about their children. And today I did the same. Jong Wei says, you must have gotten some peace now, right? So what about the money? Jong Wei's mom says, oh, the money, I will transfer it to you. Jong Wei says, by the way, I needed some money right now because I have a girlfriend and my pocket is empty. Jong Wei's mom says, your money is finished because of dating? Jong Wei says, yes, I am really in a relationship. And then Jong Wei shows a picture of Chen Mi. Jong Wei's mom says, she is not as lovely as me, but she is cute. Jong Wei takes the mobile and says, she is prettier than you. The mom says, okay, you will ask for money from me with this attitude? Jong Wei says, no, you two are completely different, and both are at the top in your respective fields. Just then, Huang also follows them and starts clicking their photos. At night, Chen Mi calls Jong Wei. When Jong Wei comes there, Chen Mi returns his coat. Jong Wei says, hey, you even washed it. Chen Mi says, yes, its quality is good. Jong Wei takes the coat. Chen Mi says, I also used conditioner after washing. Jong Wei smells the coat. Chen Mi, while leaving, says, I used the same conditioner on my dress too, and leaves from there. Jong Wei smiles. After this, Luo Si is talking to Fong on the phone when Shu Miao also comes and starts looking at the mobile. Suddenly, this news goes viral. Jong Wei is not rich. Hearing this, Chen Mi also comes there, and it is revealed that Jong Wei is not a rich man. He works at a construction site on his days off to earn money, and he travels home by bus. Reading this, Luo Si says, Jong Wei is a laborer. Shu Miao says, looking at his sister and him, it doesn't seem like they are poor. Chen Mi says, yes, Jong Wei is not rich. Shu Miao says, you knew? Chen Mi replies, yes. Shu Miao says, then it doesn't matter. In the next scene, Chen Mi is having lunch with Jong Wei. Jong Wei says, we could have eaten something better. Chen Mi says, no, I felt like eating this. Just then, Shu Miao and Luo Si also come there with their food. Shu Miao says, Jong Wei, you are eating noodles. You could have gotten meat for Chen Mi. Hearing this, Chen Mi says, no, I am on a diet. Shu Miao says, if you were on a diet, you wouldn't have been eating meat like that in the morning. Chen Mi becomes quiet. Luo Si asks Jong Wei, this news that has spread that you are not rich, is it true? Hearing this, Chen Mi tries to change the subject. Shu Miao says, don't try to change the subject. Jong Wei, tell us, are you not rich? Are you just pretending? Chen Mi says, this doesn't matter. He is earning his own money, and that's a very big thing. And other people depend on their elders' money. Hearing this, Jong Wei starts laughing and then says, yes, I am not rich. My dad and mom got divorced, so my dad brought a stepmom, which is why I get very little pocket money. So I study during the day and work as a laborer at night. And at the metro work that's going on, I lift cement. And I am eating meat for the first time in the last 15 days. Hearing this, Luo Si says softly, Chen Mi, his condition is very bad. Shu Miao says, but he has a good heart. Chen Mi starts putting food on his plate. After this, Chen Mi and Jong Wei are sitting in class and playing. A boy then comes and asks Jong Wei to play a basketball match tomorrow. Chen Mi says to Jong Wei, you are not free tomorrow. We will go on a date. Jong Wei also repeats the same line. Hearing this, Huang says, Jong Wei, you will take her to the nearby barbecue stall. Hearing this, Chen Mi says, by the way, Huang, you haven't paid for the last barbecue yet. Hearing this, Huang runs away. Just then, Shu Miao comes there. Chen Mi asks her to sit. Shu Miao says, I don't like to come in the middle. Saying this, Shu Miao sits next to Jia Guo, and her hair falls on Jia Guo's hand. Jia Guo starts to move her hair away. Shu Miao looks at Jia Guo angrily. Jia Guo says, let me explain. Now we see a scene a little later where a lecture is going on in the class and there is a slap mark on Jia Guo's face. He says to Shu Miao, at least give me a chance to explain to you. Shu Miao says, there's no need. Jia Guo says, hey, I'm not a rascal. Shu Miao says, I know. Jia Guo says, but why did you hit me? Shu Miao says, just like that. Jia Guo asks, you don't like it if someone touches your hair? Shu Miao says, yes, I don't like it at all. Saying this, Zhu Miao goes back to writing her question. Jia Guo then looks at her question. Shu Miao looks at Jia Guo angrily. Jia Guo quickly sits up straight. At night, Chen Mi says to Shu Miao, can you give me your clothes for tomorrow? I have to go on a date and I don't have good clothes. Zhu Miao picks up her clothes, looks at them and says, come with me. And then she takes out some nice clothes from her wardrobe and gives them to her. Chen Mi says, show me something else. Shu Miao says, I showed you clothes according to the date. Chen Mi shows her a place on her phone and says, we are going here. Shu Miao says, then you should go wearing a lot of clothes. In the next scene, Chen Mi takes Jong Wei to a park with free entry to save his money. Chen Mi says to Jong Wei, I will show you the beautiful places of this park. Saying this, Chen Mi uses a map to take him to a lake and says, this is the beautiful lake here. But when Jong Wei sees it, it's a very old and dirty lake. Seeing this, Chen Mi says, "Come on, I'll take you to a special place according to this place." Saying this, Chen Mi reaches that path with the help of the map and says, "According to the map, that place should be right here." Zhang Wei's eyes fall on a board. Zhang Wei says, "Chen Mi, this is that special place." Chen Mi sees that it was nothing special. Chen Mi starts to take him further. Zhang Wei says, "That's enough now. I'm hungry." Chen Mi says, "Yes, let's go. I had booked a place for a candlelight dinner. Let's go there." And then Chen Mi calls and confirms, and they both start to leave. Zhang Wei tells her to stop, sits down, and cleans her shoes. Seeing this, Chen Mi is very happy. After this, Chen Mi and Zhang Wei are eating at a stall outside. Zhang Wei says, "Chen Mi, this dish seems a bit different." Chen Mi says, "What did I know? That the restaurant would have shifted somewhere else. But this is also good and cheap." Just then, Chen Mi's eyes fall on a board where the price is written. Chen Mi says to the uncle, "This is quite expensive." The uncle says, "Okay, then go and eat somewhere else." Zhang Wei says, "Give me one more." Chen Mi says, "Zhang Wei, stop. This is expensive. We'll have to pay 5 yuan." Zhang Wei says, "I'm hungry." Well, who looks at money when it comes to food? Chen Mi asks the uncle, "When will the bus to the city arrive from here?" Zhang Wei says, "We can go by taxi." Chen Mi says, "It will cost a lot by taxi. The bus is better, and there are seats there too." The uncle then says, "I will send you to a place from where you will definitely get the last bus." And then Chen Mi and Zhang Wei are running behind a bus. But that bus also leaves, which makes Zhang Wei's condition worse from walking so much. So they both go to a nearby shop where Zhang Wei goes to the washroom. He comes back after a while. Chen Mi says, "Are you okay?" Zhang Wei says, "Yes, I'm fine. Let's book a taxi." Chen Mi shows him a cycle and says, "We will go by cycle." Zhang Wei refuses. Chen Mi says, "With this, we can also see the sunrise. Won't it be so romantic?" Zhang Wei says, "No, I'll book a taxi and I have some work." But Chen Mi doesn't listen to him. Zhang Wei says to Chen Mi, I want to tell you something. I belong to a rich family. I wear old clothes and eat leftover food because my dad is a bit stingy. He gives me less pocket money, and I am the owner of that store. That day, the laborers didn't come, so I started working myself." Chen Mi still thinks that Zhang Wei is lying, so she still gets on the cycle and leaves. Zhang Wei says, "Hey, I'm telling the truth." And then Zhang Wei also leaves on a cycle. The next morning, Shu Miao asks Chen Mi, "Hey, what did you do with Zhang Wei last night that he got so tired and didn't even come to class today?" Chen Mi says, "We just did a lot of activity." A boy then says, "Have you seen the campus gossip group? There's new news about Zhang Wei." Hearing this, as the three of them read the news, it is written that Zhang Wei was born into a rich family, and he is the owner of the Heng Cheng Ji company. Reading this, everyone is shocked. Luo Si says, "Chen Mai, you want to be with Zhang Wei. Your luck is quite good." Huang then says, "This was posted from my account." And then Huang sees that his account has been blocked. Zhang Wei then calls Huang to meet him on the ground. After this, Huang runs to Zhang Wei and asks him, "Why are you posting against me?" Huang says, "Because I was jealous of you. You are good looking, good at studies, you get good grades, you are rich, and you play basketball well, which is why no one asks about me." Zhang Wei says, "Is there nothing else?" Huang says, No, nothing like that." Zhang Wei says, "Good." Huang says, "Will you restore my account?" Zhang Wei says, "I will do that, but if you gossip again in the future, do it after knowing the full truth. If something bad happens to someone because of your gossip, then even your apology will be of no use." Huang says, "I promise I won't do it again." Zhang Wei starts to leave. Huang says, "You didn't come to hit me?" Zhang Wei says, "Hitting doesn't solve problems. If you are really guilty, then broadcast about me and Chen Mi." Huang says, "Okay, I'll do it. I am an expert in doing all this. If you ever need me, just let me know. I, Huang, will always be with you." On the other side, Chen Mi is waiting for Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei then comes there. Chen Mi says, "I have found the location for our date. This time, we will go to a 5-star restaurant and roam in a luxury park, and then we will sit on the Ferris wheel and see the whole city." Zhang Wei says, "Chen Mi, please calm down." Chen Mi says, "You hid such a big thing from me, and now you are telling me to calm down?" Zhang Wei says, "I told you before, but you thought I was lying." Chen Mi says, "But you should have stopped me from cycling for 4 hours. Now my legs are hurting so much." Zhang Wei says, "Your cycle was fine. My cycle was broken, which is why my legs are swollen." Chen Mi says, "Now I will never ride a cycle again." Zhang Wei says, "Me neither. By the way, you were the one who insisted on riding the cycle." Hearing this, Chen Mi runs away from there. The next morning, Zhang Wei brings cold coffee for Chen Mi in class. Seeing this, Shu Miao says, "How sweet." Huang says, "Hey Zhang Wei, despite having so much money, you bring a small cup instead of a big one." Hearing this, Chen Mi throws a pencil at Huang and says, "No, this small one is fine. I can't drink the big one anyway." A little later, the teacher comes to the class and starts explaining some questions, but his eyes then fall on Chen Mi, who is drinking coffee with her book in front of her. The sir asks her to answer the question. Zhang Wei quickly stands up and answers the question. The sir asks the second question to Chen Mi, but Zhang Wei answers that one too. The sir asks the third question to Chen Mi, but just then, a voice comes from Chen Mi's earbuds. Zhang Wei says, "Sorry, sir, it was my phone, so I will answer now." And then Zhang Wei answers that one too. Chen Mi says, "You don't have experience on how to get by in class, only I know that well." And then she starts talking to Zhang Wei. The sir angrily calls Chen Mi and says, "This question is very important and can also come in the exam." Zhang Wei says, "Sir, she won't forget the answer to this question until she dies." The sir says, "It doesn't matter. She just needs to know this question well in the exam." In the next scene, Chen Mi goes to the Hengchengji company and is coming out of the meeting room. Zhang Wei calls out to her from outside, but Chen Mi ignores him and leaves because Yu Dawei was watching all this. Zhang Wei follows her and says, "Do you want to have a secret affair again?" Chen Mi says, "Be quiet. I read the company rules that romance is forbidden in the company. If we get caught, we will be fired. And along with you, I will also be fired from my job." Zhang Wei says, "How will they fire me? I am not an employee." Chen Mi says, "Yes, I know your dad is the owner here." Zhang Wei says, "You are doing this again. I don't like it. I am your boyfriend. You want to hide this from everyone, right?" Chen Mi says, "It's not like that. I love you very much." And then they both go to eat. At night, Xu Miao messages Chen Mi, "Did you buy my things?" Chen Mi says, "No, not yet. I am still stuck on the highway." Seeing this, Xu Miao is shocked and says, "What did you say? Hurry up, I have to go live." Just then, Jia Guo messages Xu Miao to come down. "I have brought something for you." Reading this, Xu Miao goes down. Jia Guo gives her some things. Xu Miao looks at the things and then at him. Jia Guo says, "I read your list." Xu Miao says, "Look, Jia Guo, this habit of yours of peeping is not good," and she returns the things to him. Jia Guo says, "But why?" Xu Miao says, "You know how long I have been planning this live stream and how much research I have done? Do you think you can just pick up something from anywhere and give it to me and it will be a help? Take the example of roses. Only those selected from Nanqing will be chosen." Jia Guo says, "That's what I brought." Xu Miao says, "Okay, but the crispy sweet potato pastry, I wanted it from Miss Jing's bakery." Jia Guo says, "These are from there too." Xu Miao says, "The most important thing is tangulu." Jia Guo says, "You wanted these from Miss Sugar, right? I brought these from there too." Hearing this, Xu Miao is surprised and says, "That's quite far, right? And you have to wait in line for 2 hours." Jia Guo says, "It doesn't take that long." And he gives the things back to Xu Miao and says, Go on your live stream." Xu Miao feels very good about this. Jia Guo starts to leave. Xu Miao stops him and gives him a sugar tanghulu, saying, "Thank you." Jia Guo takes it, is very happy, and leaves from there. In the next scene, Xu Miao and Chen Mi are watching a basketball match. Chen Mi asks Xu Miao, "Between me and Zhang Wei, who had a crush first?" Xu Miao says, "Officially, you did, because you made his poster, helped him become an ambassador, became a secret helper for him, and even washed his clothes and socks." Chen Mi says, "No, he also followed me, solved the factory problem, brought me back safely when I was drunk, and even closed my zipper." Xu Miao says, "Oh, is that so? It means I don't know the full story." Chen Mi says, "Miao, do you think I pursued him too much?" Xu Miao says, "I think if you took the initiative, Zhang Wei would have refused and you would have become the next Luo Si. To be honest, when a girl starts doing everything for a boy, like Luo Si, the boy doesn't like it at all." Chen Mi says, "Okay, so what should I do?" Xu Miao says, "Neither care for him too much nor avoid him." Hearing this, Chen Mi starts thinking about something. Just then, Zhang Wei finishes the basketball match and starts coming towards Chen Mi to get water. Chen Mi smiles at him, drinks water herself, and leaves from there. Seeing this, Zhang Wei is shocked. After this, Chen Mi and Zhang Wei go to get coffee. Chen Mi pays for her coffee and leaves. Chen Mi's behavior seems very strange to him. Then Chen Mi and Zhang Wei are having lunch. Zhang Wei's eyes fall on a couple who are feeding each other. Seeing this, Zhang Wei looks at Chen Mi and opens his mouth, but Chen Mi puts a bite in her own mouth. Zhang Wei deliberately tells her, "When I was playing basketball, a girl brought a water bottle for me." Hearing this, Chen Mi replies, "Oh." Zhang Wei says, "Many girls came." Hearing this, Chen Mi gets angry but still replies, "Oh." Zhang Wei says, "They will bring a water bottle for me tomorrow too." Chen Mi gets jealous and starts to leave. Zhang Wei says, "If you bring a water bottle for me tomorrow, then those girls won't come." Chen Mi is happy, and as she leaves says, "I used "oh" correctly." After this, Zhang Wei is on his mobile when his mom comes and says, "Listen, should I make Japanese food or seafood for your dad today?" Zhang Wei says, "Remember, if you do so much for someone, they will take advantage." His mom says, "Okay, then what should I do?" Zhang Wei says, "I'll teach you a trick." His mom comes to him. Zhang Wei says, "Oh." Just then, Jongwei's dad comes home and says, I'm home. Jongwei says, oh, and leaves. Jongwei's dad says, I'm very hungry today. I had a meeting, so I couldn't eat properly. Jongwei's mom says, oh. The dad says, I said I didn't eat properly. Jongwei's mom says, I said, oh. In the next scene, Chen-mi shows her designs to Yuda Wei, but Yuda Wei doesn't like her designs and tells her to change them and focus on her work, insulting her a lot. On the other side, Jia Guo says to Zhang Wei on a call, there is a documentary agreement on my desk. Can you give it to the draft keeper? Zhang Wei says, yes. And then he goes to Jia Guo's desk. His eyes then fall on the laptop, where the novel Against the Wind is open, and its author is Jia Guo himself. Xu Miao is also reading his novel. Zhang Wei starts reading it, in which it is written, as Lin Miao Miao came out of the company gate, she saw a luxury car near the road. When the car door opened, someone came out of it. Reading this, Zhang Wei starts to smile. On the other side, Chen Mi is in a bad mood and comes out of the company. Zhang Wei tells her to get in the car. Chen Mi gets in the car and is quiet. Zhang Wei talks to her, but Chen Mi doesn't reply properly. Zhang Wei says, what do you want? Chen Mi shouts and says, do whatever you want. Just let me be quiet for a while. Hearing this, Zhang Wei is sad. Chen Mi says, sorry, I just want to be alone for a while. Zhang Wei says, okay, tell me where to drop you. Chen Mi says, what did you say? Zhang Wei says, I said if there is any problem, share it with me. Chen Mi says, everyone has a bad mood. Now that I have a bad mood, should I act happy in front of you? Hearing this, Zhang Wei speeds up the car. Just then, a car from behind comes and hits Zhang Wei's car. Zhang Wei asks Chen Mi, are you okay? Chen Mi says while crying, I'm not okay. I worked day and night to design the project, but the director rejected it again. I'm just in a bad mood, so I don't want to talk and you are saying such things. Zhang Wei says, you have been ignoring me for the past few days. Chen Mi says, I wasn't ignoring you because of my bad mood. Xu Miao told me not to give boys too much attention, otherwise they don't give importance to girls. That's why I deliberately ignored you. Zhang Wei says, oh, that's why you were saying, oh. Chen Mi says, later I felt guilty, so I was going back to normal. Zhang Wei says, oh. Hearing this, Chen Mi kisses him. Seeing this, Zhang Wei is very happy. In the next scene, Xu Miao is swimming in a live stream. Jia Guo also comes and is watching her and smiling. Just then, Xu Miao doesn't come out of the water. Jia Guo goes and calls out to her, but Xu Miao doesn't respond. Jia Guo jumps into the pool and grabs Xu Miao. Xu Miao tells him, I was holding my breath for the live stream. Jia Guo says, what do you mean? This is so dangerous. Xu Miao says, what's dangerous? Holding your breath is a childhood game. Hearing this, Jia Guo yells at Xu Miao. Xu Miao says, why are you yelling? Jia Guo says, you can't do anything in a live stream that puts your life in danger. Xu Miao says, look, Jia Guo, don't escalate the matter. What I did was not dangerous. Saying this, Xu Miao goes to her mobile and the video has also stopped due to the dangerous act. Xu Miao says, you were right. Saying this, Xu Miao comes out, wraps herself in a towel and says, how do you know the rules of live streaming? Jia Guo says, I like it, so I keep searching about all this. Xu Miao says, you are lying. You don't seem like a curious person. Tell me the truth. How did you find out about these rules? Jia Guo says, I also want to do live streaming, so I read the rules. Xu Miao says, I have experience. I can teach you. The most important thing for this is content. Just then, Jia Guo sneezes. Xu Miao gives him her towel and says, if you want to learn live streaming, I will teach you. Go and change. Jia Guo says, I will wait for you. Xu Miao says, don't wait. Change first, or you will catch a cold. Jia Guo is very happy and goes back smiling. After this, Xu Miao goes to Chen Mi and says, where is your phone? My phone is dead, and the campus ambassador result is about to be announced. Chen Mi gives her her mobile. Xu Miao comes first in the campus ambassador competition. Seeing this, Xu Miao is very happy and says, Chen Mi, all this happened because of Jia Guo, so I will give him a treat. Saying this, Xu Miao messages Jia Guo, will you go to dinner with me? Seeing this, Jia Guo immediately says yes and quickly gets ready and goes to the restaurant with Xu Miao. He asks her, aren't you being a bit too polite with me? Xu Miao says, last time you helped me by bringing things, and I didn't even thank you for that. So today's treat is from me. Jia Guo starts eating and tells Xu Miao to eat too. Xu Miao says, I am on a diet. Just then, Xu Miao screams loudly. Jia Guo says, what happened? Xu Miao says, the author I like campaigned for my live stream. Jia Guo says, this is a common thing. Xu Miao says, the way this novel is going, I think this boy will replace the main lead. Jia Guo says, there is no question of replacing. You get surprises in love, right? By the way, the food is very delicious. Just then, Zhao Guo comes to the same restaurant with a boy named Dylan. Seeing this, Xu Miao is surprised. Jia Guo says, hey, Zhao Guo was with Shi Hao, right? So what is she doing with this foreign boy now? Xu Miao puts chicken in his mouth and says, keep your mouth shut. In the next scene, Zhang Wei's mom, Bai Ran, brings food for her husband, Zhang, but Mr. Zhang has gone for a meeting. So Bai Ran calls Zhang Wei and says, you must be hungry, right? I have brought food for you. Hearing this, Zhang Wei comes to the office and asks, did you make all this food for me? Bai Ran says, who else would I make it for? Zhang Wei says, it could also be that you made this food for Dad. Bai Ran says, it's not like that. You too. Zhang Wei says, isn't it? Bai Ran says, don't you trust me at all? Zhang Wei says, no, all this food is Dad's favorite. Bai Ran says, your dad has gone for a meeting. Does that mean we should waste this food? And besides, you don't like this either. Zhang Wei messages Chen Mi to come to the office. Shi Chao also comes, and they all start eating together. Zhang Wei tells Chen Mi to eat slowly. Bai Ran says, no problem. If she likes it, let her eat. Chen Mi says, thank you, sis. Hearing this, Bai Ran is very happy. Shi Chao coughs and says, I didn't know Chen Mi was so good at buttering people up. Zhang Wei says, I didn't know either. Chen Mi says, by the way, you are very nice and cook very well. Many people must be after you. Zhang Wei laughs and says, Chen Mi, that's enough now. Chen Mi says, did I say something wrong? Bai Ran says, the person I love is very handsome. Hearing this, Zhang Wei says, please eat slowly. Chen Mi says, let them speak. I think this is very romantic. And then Chen Mi asks Bai Ran about their first meeting. Bai Ran says, in a romantic rainy season, I was wearing a white dress and was walking on a cherry blossom path. My foot was about to slip when he came and caught me in his arms. Zhang Wei says, Mom, is there anything to drink? Hearing this, Chen Mi is shocked. Bai Ran says, I am his stepmom. Zhang Wei says, Mom, even though you are not my real mom, I love you from my heart even more than my real mom. Just then, Yudoi comes there to meet Mr. Zhang, but he is surprised to see them. Chen Mi quickly stands up. Shi Chao says, Director Yu, you should eat too. Oh, sorry, there's no space here. Saying this, Shi Chao starts laughing. Yudoi then leaves. Chen Mi also follows him. The next morning, Xu Miao's eyes open, and she asks Chen Mi, didn't you sleep all night? Chen Mi says, yes, I had to work on a project. Xu Miao asks Luo Si, where are you going so early in the morning, all dressed up? Luo Si says, today is my and Fang Mao's anniversary, so he must have done something special. I'm going. Bye. Saying this, Luo Si leaves. Xu Miao asks Zhao Guo, are you also going on a date? Zhao Guo says, no, I am going to learn community skills. Saying this, Zhao Guo also leaves. Xu Miao says, Chen Mi, only you and I are left alone here. Just then, Chen Mi gets a message from Zhang Wei which says, I am waiting for you downstairs. Reading this, Chen Mi looks at Xu Miao and starts smiling. Xu Miao stands there with an innocent face. Chen Mi gets ready, runs, and hugs Zhang Wei. She says to Xu Miao, I'll bring something for you to eat. And then they both say bye to Xu Miao and leave. Xu Miao says, I didn't know I was the furthest behind in this matter. Now after wandering around all day at night, Zhang Wei comes to drop Chen Mi to her area. Chen Mi is leaving when Zhang Wei asks her to stay a little longer. Chen Mi stops. Zhang Wei moves forward to kiss her. The manager then comes and says, the door is about to close. Come inside quickly. Chen Mi starts to leave, but Zhang Wei holds her hand and gets close to kiss her. But just then, Luo Si comes and says, you two were about to kiss each other. Chen Mi takes Luo Si and leaves. After going to the room, Luo Si starts talking about the same thing. Chen Mi stops her and says, we can do that anytime in the future. Xu Miao says, what's the need for an opportunity to kiss? You can do it whenever you want. Chen Mi says, but how? Xu Miao says, oh, so that means you haven't kissed him yet? Chen Mi says, no, not like that, but I have kissed his cheeks. Xu Miao says, kids kiss on the cheeks. We prove our love by kissing on the lips. When two people kiss each other, their souls unite. You understand, right, Chen Mi? Luo Si says, you two are very slow. Chen Mi says, our relationship is only 3 months old. In the next scene, Chen Mi and Zhang Wei go to watch a horror movie. All the girls there are scared, but Chen Mi is not scared. Zhang Wei is watching all the couples and waits for Chen Mi to get scared, but Chen Mi doesn't get scared. Zhang Wei pretends to be scared and holds Chen Mi. Chen Mi hugs him. Jiang Wei then kisses her. Chen Mi is very happy. The next day, Jia Guo's class and another class have a cycle competition. Xu Miao insists everyone participate. Jia Guo then brings water bottles and juice for everyone, and he brings sugar-free juice for Xu Miao. Seeing this, Xu Miao is happy. Chen Mi starts making fun of her. The cycle race then starts, where Xu Miao and Chen Mi are still standing. Chen Mi tells Xu Miao to go. Xu Miao says, I don't know how to ride a cycle. Chen Mi says, then why did you ask us to participate? Xu Miao says, it was a matter of the class's honor, that's why. And then they both start riding the cycle slowly. While riding, Luo Si's eyes fall on Fang Mao, who is holding some girl's bag. Seeing this, Luo Si goes to Fang Mao and scolds him, saying, you are dating here and you are going to the same mountain. When I asked you to go to that mountain, you started getting tired. Fang Mao says, we only came here for poem inspiration. Luo Si says, let's assume you two only came here for a poem, but why are you wearing this bag? Fang Mao says, it's just a bag. Why are you creating such an issue? Luo Si says, do you remember when we didn't have money at the startup? I used to sell groceries for you and I even sold my favorite bag? And yes, you said that you would always be with me. Hearing this, Fang Mao says, stop it. You are exaggerating things. Come on, apologize to her. Luo Si throws his bag down and says, sorry, forgive me. Fang Mao says, Luo Si, you crossed the limit today. Saying this, he starts to leave from there. Luo Si says, you will go with this girl? Fang Mao says, we only came here for poem inspiration. Nothing is going on between us. Just then, the monitor of the other section comes and says, he is lying. I saw him touching that girl myself. Hearing this, Luo Si says, they all saw you too. Am I still lying now? Just then, all the others also come there. On the other side, Chen Mi and Shu Miao are in last place. Zhang Wei and Jie Guo are cheering them on. Jie Guo goes and takes the cycle from Shu Miao, saying, come on, you guys weren't in last place. Shu Miao says, what do you mean? Is someone still in last place? Jie Guo says, yes, Zhao Guo and Luo Si. Just then, Shu Miao and Chen Mi get a message from Zhao Guo. It's urgent. Come quickly. Reading this, they quickly go there and ask what happened. Zhao Guo says, we caught him cheating. Fang Mao says, what do you mean? I told you we came for poem inspiration. Luo Si, come on, apologize. Shu Miao says, you should be the one to say sorry. Just then, Jia Guo comes and says, Shu Miao, don't be scared. We are here. Shu Miao says, why would I be scared? Then everyone asks them to apologize. Fang Mao says, Luo Si, we will talk about this later. For now, apologize. Luo Si is about to come forward to say sorry when Shu Miao stops her and says, she will not apologize. A boy then comes and says, then you will see what we do. Then both groups start fighting with each other. Chen Mi says, stop it. Whether to forgive or break up will be Luo Si's decision. Hearing this, everyone starts looking at her. Chen Mi says, we can solve this problem peacefully. A boy then says, how? Chen Mi quickly says, by having a poetry competition. The boy says, okay, if you lose, you will apologize. Chen Mi says to Zhang Wei, you will help me, right? Zhang Wei smiles. Chen Mi says, okay, if you guys lose, you will leave quietly. Zhang Wei then comes forward and says, who will come first? And then all the others come inside. Just then, Chen Mi gets a message from Zhang Wei, and he asks Chen Mi to come outside. Chen Mi happily goes outside and thinks, maybe he will kiss me. Just then, she gets a call from Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei quickly looks back and starts to kiss, but Zhang Wei is not there. But some lady who asks Chen Mi to leave her alone. From behind, Zhang Wei is laughing seeing all this. Chen Mi is then embarrassed. On the other side, Jia Guo is publishing the next part of his novel. Shu Miao then comes there and asks, who are you chatting with? Jia Guo is about to say something. Shu Miao says, let it be. We are adults. We can talk to anyone. Just don't send your photo. Jia Guo says, it's nothing like that. Shu Miao starts to leave. Jia Guo says, the next part of Against the Wind has been published. You can check it out. Shu Miao, while leaving, says, I know. Jia Guo says to his fans, today's bonus, I will answer your question about what I do. I am a first-year student and the monitor of my class. I like fat meat a lot, and I am scared of girls' sanitary pads. After this, Shu Miao, Luo Si, and Zhao Guo are sitting together. Luo Si is still talking about Fang Mao. Shu Miao, while talking, raises her hand. Jia Guo was standing there with a plate of food. Because of the hand gesture, the entire plate of food falls on Shu Miao. Seeing this, Shu Miao screams loudly. Jia Guo says, I'm sorry, I didn't do it on purpose. Shu Miao says, stay away from me. I don't want to see your face. Everyone then gets up from there, comes to her, cleans it with a tissue, and takes her towards the washroom. Jia Guo gets very scared and erases what he wrote as a bonus. On the other side, Zhang Wei asks Chen Mi, why did you kiss that lady? Chen Mi says, because she worked so hard, that's why. Zhang Wei says, what will you do for me? Chen Mi looks here and there and says, you are very nice. Zhang Wei says, I'll give you one more chance. Zhang Wei says, I'll give you a last chance. Chen Mi says, you also know poetry. You are the best. Zhang Wei says, you still have one last chance. Chen Mi goes to him and says, you are very tall, and starts to leave. Zhang Wei holds her hand and lifts her up. Chen Mi then kisses him. After this, Zhang Wei comes to his room and gives snacks to Jia Guo. He then gets a call from a girl. Zhang Wei asks her, who are you? Who? The girl says, I am Cao Er. Zhang Wei doesn't remember. Cao Er says, you used to call me princess. We met once at the playground. After that, I looked for you a lot, but I couldn't find you. Then Chen Mi told me you had changed schools, and then I asked my friends to find your number. Now that I have your number, I called you. Zhang Wei asks her, where are you now? Cao Er says, I am standing near the main gate downstairs. Hearing this, Zhang Wei quickly goes there and asks, are you Cao Er? She says, yes. Jongwei takes her and leads her to the side. After this, Jongwei is taking a class with Chen Mi. As the class ends, Chen Mi starts to show Jongwei a drawing, but Jongwei makes an excuse of work and leaves from there. Huang comes to see her drawing, but Chen Mi doesn't show him the drawing. At night, Chen Mi is waiting for Jongwei. As Jongwei comes there, Chen Mi tells him, "You are so late today. Was there a lot of work?" Jongwei replies, "Yes." Chen Mi asks, "Did you eat?" Jongwei says, "No." Chen Mi gives him food and says, "I knew it." Seeing his behavior, Jongwei says, "My girlfriend is so nice." Chen Mi says, "My boyfriend is also very nice." Saying this, Chen Mi hugs Jongwei. The next morning, Jongwei and Chen Mi are walking and talking. Jongwei then gets a message to come to the company. Jongwei says to Chen Mi, "I have some work at the company, so I have to go." Chen Mi gives him a piece of bread. Jongwei says, "You are so nice," and kisses her on the forehead. Chao Er is watching all this. After this, Chen Mi is sitting in the library with Xu Miao. Chen Mi then gets a message that her design has been selected. Hearing this, Chen Mi is very happy and tells Xu Miao about it. Xu Miao is also happy for her. Chen Mi goes to tell Jongwei this news. Xu Miao looks to the other side, and Jia Guo is sitting there. He sees Xu Miao and leaves from there because he still remembered the balloon incident. In the next scene, Chen Mi is waiting for Jongwei in a restaurant. Jongwei then comes there and says, "You look very happy today." Chen Mi says, "Guess why I am happy?" Jongwei says, "You must have been selected." Chen Mi asks, "Wow, how did you know about that?" Jongwei gives her a gift. As Chen Mi opens it, there are many toys in it. Seeing this, Chen Mi is happy and says, "This was my dream, to have toys from Heng Chengji." Saying this, she starts clicking photos, but just then she gets a message from Cao Er. Seeing this message, Chen Mi gets sad and thinks, that girl is back, and she pretends that her mobile's battery is dead. Hearing this, Jongwei starts taking pictures with his mobile. Now we see a scene from the past where Cao Er comes to his class to find Jongwei and starts looking for his seat. She goes to Jongwei's seat and starts looking at his notebook. As she leaves, she says to Chen Mi, "Don't tell Jongwei that I came here because I want to surprise him. This will be a secret between us." Saying this, Cao Er leaves. Chen Mi starts to think, is this the same girl Jongwei keeps talking about? Just then, Jongwei also comes there. Chen Mi thinks, now I should confess to Jongwei. Thinking this, she follows Jongwei. Jongwei talks to a boy and then comes to Chen Mi. Chen Mi runs away from there. After school is off, when Chen Mi goes home, she says to her mom and dad, "I want to transfer schools." Her mom and dad say, "So suddenly, how did you think about transferring schools?" In the present scene, Chen Mi is very worried about this matter and while looking at her mobile in class is thinking, I should tell Jongwei about it. But just then, the mobile falls from her hand. Jongwei is about to pick up the mobile, but Chen Mi quickly picks up her mobile and is not even talking to Jongwei properly, which Jongwei finds strange. After this, Chen Mi is going to the washroom when a girl is following her. Chen Mi thinks that this is Cao Er, so she quickly enters the men's washroom and, seeing a boy standing there, screams and comes back out. The girl then tells her, "What were you doing in the men's washroom? By the way, your ID card was lying outside. I found it, so I thought I should give it to you, but you run very fast." Saying this, the lady leaves. The boy from the washroom also comes out and says to Chen Mi, "Did you see anything?" Chen Mi says, "I didn't see anything." But the boy starts bothering her and asks her, "Do you have a boyfriend?" Chen Mi says, "Yes, I have a boyfriend who is very tall and lovely." Just then, Jongwei comes there. Chen Mi goes with him. Jongwei tells her, "We will have lunch together today." Chen Mi says, "No, I participated in a competition, so I have to practice." Jongwei says, "Okay, when you are free, let me know." In the next scene, Chen Mi is with Xu Miao and is walking with her face hidden. Xu Miao asks her, "Did you borrow money from someone that you are hiding your face like this?" Chen Mi says, "If you use someone's identity to love someone else, what does that mean? Will they never forgive you?" Xu Miao asks her, "Have you also read that novel?" Just then, Luo Si comes there with Fang Mao because they both had patched up. Seeing this, Xu Miao and Chen Mi are shocked. At night, Jongwei messages Chen Mi, "I am downstairs. Come in 5 minutes." Chen Mi messages him back, "I am busy. I can't come." Hearing this, Jongwei is sad and goes to get a drink. Some people there are talking. Chen Mi has left Jongwei, so she is avoiding him because Jongwei's kissing skills are not good. Hearing this, Jongwei gets angry. The next morning, Chen Mi is leaving the canteen with her lunch. All the students are looking at her and talking. Seeing this, Chen Mi asks Huang, "You must have posted something about me, right?" Huang says, "Why would I do that?" Yes, the truth does come out. Is it true that Jongwei's kissing skills are not good? Chen Mi is shocked and says, "Who said that?" Xu Miao says, "Okay, so are his skills good?" Chen Mi shyly says yes. Just then, Jia Guo is also coming there, but he sees Xu Miao, leaves his food there, and leaves. In the next scene, Xu Miao is live streaming again. When Jiaguo finds out about this, he changes his look and goes to that place. Shu Miao gets emotional while talking about a cake and cries a lot after the live stream. Jiaguo doesn't like this and comes and gives Shu Miao a tissue, sits next to her, and cleans the cake from her hair. Shu Miao starts looking at him. Jiaguo says, "Don't get me wrong. There was cake in your hair. I just cleaned it." Shu Miao gets up from there and leaves. The next day, Jiaguo comes to the store to get some things. Shu Miao is also in the same store. When Jiaguo is about to pay for his things, Shu Miao pays for them, and they both start to leave together. Jiaguo says, "Whatever happened that day, I didn't do it on purpose. If I had known that the bowl would fall on you, I would never have brought it there. I will do whatever you say." Shu Miao is about to say something to him. Jiaguo thinks that Shu Miao is going to hit him, so he hides his face. But Shu Miao says thank you to him and says, "You supported me a lot whenever I was crying, and I am not saying all this out of anger, but from the heart." Saying this, Shu Miao leaves. Jiaguo is then very happy. In the next scene, Jiaguo comes to class well-dressed. Seeing him, Chenmi says, "He looks very lovely." Jiaguo says to Luosi, "If a boy comes dressed up like this, it means he has come to get the attention of the one he loves." And then Chenmi is sitting on a seat. Huang says to Chenmi, "Zhongwei didn't come to the room all night?" Chenmi says, "He must have had a lot of work." A little later, Zhongwei comes there. Chenmi asks him, "Where were you all night?" Zhongwei says, "I had a lot of work, so I couldn't come at night." Huang then tells them about a place. Chenmi says, "What place is this?" Huang says, "You don't know. It's a very beautiful place. Couples come here to see the sunrise." Just then, a photo of a place falls out of Zhongwei's book. Zhongwei quickly puts the photo in his pocket. Chenmi thinks that maybe he has already been to that place. After the class ends, Zhongwei tells her, "I have brought food for the cats." Chenmi says, "Yes, I also brought food for it." Zhongwei says, "Let's feed it the previous food first." Chenmi also keeps his food with her. Zhu Miao says, "You two are showing public affection." Chenmi says, "You can do it too." And then Zhongwei and Chenmi leave. Zhu Miao goes to Jiaguo and says, "Will you go out with me?" Hearing this, Jiaguo is happy at first, and then says to Zhu Miao, "I am busy. I can't go with you." Saying this, Jiaguo leaves. In the next scene, the final exams start. Chenmi comes to the class, but Zhongwei hasn't arrived yet. Chenmi messages him to come quickly. The exam then starts, and Luosi has brought a cheat sheet with her. Seeing this, Huang asks her for the cheat sheet. Luosi throws the cheat sheet towards him, but it falls in the middle. Huang and Luosi tell her to pick it up. As Yu Miao is about to pick up the cheat sheet, the sir sees her. Jiaguo quickly takes the blame on himself. The sir tells him, "Come with me." Zhongwei also comes there. The sir doesn't say anything to him and takes Jiaguo to the office. Now, after the exam is over, Shu Miao asks the sir about Jiaguo. The sir tells her Jiaguo cheated in the final exam, so he has been disqualified. He will be punished. Hearing this, Shu Miao is sad for him. Huang and Luosi come and say sorry to her. Shu Miao tells them to say sorry to Jiaguo. Zhongwei goes to Chenmi and says, "I was very busy, so I couldn't take you out. But now, I will take you out." Chenmi agrees. Zhongwei happily leaves. The next day, Chenmi messages Zhongwei, "Shall we go watch a movie?" Just then, two girls are passing by and they ask Chenmi, "Did you go to watch a movie with Zhongwei?" Chenmi denies it. The girls then say, "We saw Zhongwei watching a movie with a girl." Hearing this, Chenmi gets sad. On the other side, Zhongwei goes to Kao Er and says, "I went to see the sunrise with you. I went to the park with you, and I also watched a movie. You asked for 3 wishes and now 3 are fulfilled. Now when will you go back abroad?" Kao Er says, "I will go in 2 days, but fulfill 1 more wish of mine. Bring me a banana shake." Zhongwei goes to get a banana shake for her. Just then, Zhongwei's mobile gets a call from Chenmi. Kao Er picks up the call and says, "You are Chenmi, right? Zhongwei went to get a banana shake for me. As soon as he comes, I will tell him." Hearing this, Chenmi gets very upset and goes to watch the movie. She remembers every memory she spent with Zhongwei and also gets emotional. In the next scene, vacation time comes, and everyone leaves one by one. Only Chenmi is left. After waiting a lot, Chenmi gets a message from Zhongwei. "I am downstairs." Reading this message, Chenmi takes her bag and goes downstairs. Zhongwei takes the luggage from her and says, "Tell me, where shall we go for a trip?" Chenmi says, "Let's go to Chija Park, watch the sunrise, or let's go watch a movie." Hearing all this, Zhongwei realizes that Chenmi knows everything. So Zhongwei tells her, "Please don't misunderstand me." Chenmi asks him, "You were with Chao Er, right? Whenever you told me you were busy." Zhongwei says, "Yes." Hearing this, Chenmi tells him, "I want to break up with you." Zhongwei tells her, "Everything is fine now. Believe me, I didn't do anything wrong." But Chenmi doesn't listen to him. Zhongwei says, "If you break up and leave this time, I will never come to you again, and later you won't have any regret about this." Chenmi says, "Yes, I will have no regret, and now I don't want to be with you." Saying this, Chenmi throws her luggage there and leaves. On the other side, Luosi is going to her mom's birthday party with Fang Mao. Luosi is taking a lot of tension. "Do I look okay? Isn't my dress too simple? Will they like this gift?" Fang Mao says, "You look fine. Mom doesn't like to be late at all." And then Luo Si and Fang Mao go to the mom's birthday. Luo Si starts giving best wishes to Fang Mao's mom. Fang Mao's mom then tells everyone, Luo Si is a very good child. Whenever she speaks very lovingly. And on such a good occasion, I also want to make an announcement. Hearing this, Luo Si thinks the mom has agreed to their relationship, but nothing like that happens. Fang Mao's mom says, "From today, Luo Si is my daughter. Fang Mao, from today, you will take care of your sister." Hearing this, Fang Mao is about to say something to his mom when his mom silences him and says, "Today is my birthday. Don't do anything today that will spoil my mood. And come on, cheers with your sister." Hearing this, Luo Si says, "Sorry, I can't be your daughter because everyone calls me unlucky. I create problems for everyone, and I am leaving from here. You all will forget that I ever came here." Saying this, Luo Si leaves. Fang Mao also follows her and says, "Today is my mom's birthday. Let her say whatever she wants." Luo Si says, "I should become your sister and find a girlfriend for you. Am I crazy?" Fang Mao tells her, "Apologize to my mom." Luo Si breaks up with Fang Mao and leaves. After this, Chen Mi is sitting in her room crying a lot. She then gets a message from Luo Si in the group, "Who will drink with me?" Seeing this, Chen Mi gets ready and starts to go there. Her mom stops her and says, "It's not safe for girls to go out at this time." Chen Mi's dad then tells her mom, "Let her go. She is going with her friends." Her mom gives her money. Seeing this, Chen Mi hugs her mom and dad and leaves from there. On the other side, Shu Miao and Luo Si are waiting for Chen Mi. Chen Mi then comes there. Luo Si tells them, "I had a breakup." Hearing this, Shu Miao holds her head and sits down, saying, "This has happened for the 58th time, and you guys will patch up again." Luo Si says, "Nothing like that will happen this time." Chen Mi asks, "Why?" Luo Si tells her, "Because Fang Mao's mom is making me her daughter, not her daughter-in-law." Shu Miao then starts telling them, "Jia Guo used to help me a lot before, but now he has started ignoring me." Chen Mi also tells them, "I have also broken up with Zhong Wei." Hearing this, Shu Miao and Luo Si are shocked and ask, "Why did you do that?" Chen Mi tells them, "Zhong Wei's first love, Cao Er, has come back. Zhong Wei even went to watch a movie with her, they saw the sunrise, and they also roamed in the park. So I was tired of being on the side and I couldn't even pretend that I didn't know anything." Just then, Luo Si gets a call from Fang Mao. Seeing this, Luo Si is happy and attends the call. Fang Mao then tells her, "We are not breaking up. Instead, you apologize to my mom." Hearing this, Luo Si hangs up the call and also deletes his number. Seeing her, Chen Mi also deletes Zhong Wei's number, and she also asks Shu Miao to delete Jia Guo's number, but Shu Miao doesn't listen to them. In the next scene, Chen Mi goes to the company. Xu Chao asks Chen Mi, "What happened between you and Zhong Wei? Did you two have a fight?" Chen Mi replies, "Yes." Xu Chao says, "Yes, he was quite angry. You should message him. He will be fine." Chen Mi says, "I have deleted Zhong Wei's number." Xu Chao says, "What? How did you delete it? Come on, send a request again. He will accept your request. And besides, your university is about to open, so you guys can talk face to face." Chen Mi asks him, "When will Zhong Wei come to the company?" Xu Chao says, "I don't know. He is currently at his store." Chen Mi tells him, "I am going to get coffee. Which coffee will you drink?" Xu Chao tells her. Chen Mi then brings coffee for him. Now daily, Chen Mi brings coffee for Xu Chao and starts asking him about Zhong Wei. Xu Chao tells her, "You have made me drink this coffee 20 times. That's enough now. And Zhong Wei will not be coming to the company. He is very busy at the store." Saying this, Xu Chao goes to Zhong Wei and tells him, "Chen Mi has been bringing me coffee for the past 1 month, and every time she asks me about you, you should meet her once." Zhong Wei says, "I don't want to meet her. When I was about to explain to her, she didn't listen to anything, and now she has even deleted me. So what's the point of her words now?" Shikao explains a lot to him and says, "When the university opens, I will make you two talk face to face." But Zhong Wei ignores his words and leaves. In the next scene, the university opens. Jia Guo is waiting there for Shu Miao. A girl then comes and says to Jia Guo, "Can you take my luggage?" Jia Guo says, "No, sorry, I am waiting for someone else." Huang then comes and takes the girl's luggage. Just then, Shu Miao is also coming. Seeing her, Jia Guo takes the luggage from another girl and says, "Your luggage must be very heavy." Seeing this, Shu Miao gets jealous and quickly throws her luggage near Jia Guo, saying, "Mine is heavier than hers," and makes a very innocent face. Jia Guo says to the girl, "Yes, I think her luggage is heavier, so I will take her luggage." Saying this, Jia Guo starts taking her luggage and is also very happy. After this, Shu Miao is sitting in her room and thinks, "My first step was successful. Now I will take my next step." Saying this, Shu Miao sends a message to Jia Guo which says, "Here is the high version of the Super Victory Show." Seeing this, Jia Guo is shocked, and water spills from his mouth onto the laptop. Jia Guo quickly cleans the laptop. Zhao Guo then comes there looking very stylish. Seeing her, Shu Miao and Chen Mi are shocked. Shu Miao asks her, "What did Dylan do to you that you have become so stylish?" Zhao Guo says, "Dylan and I broke up, and now I have a new boyfriend, Harris, who is Dylan's professor." Hearing this, Shu Miao is shocked that it's her ex's professor, but Zhao Guo is very happy with her relationship. Luo Si also comes there with Fang Mao. Seeing them, she is shocked. Luo Si tells them, "I said sorry to Fang Mao's mom, and we both have decided that we will keep this relationship a secret." Hearing this, Shu Miao slaps herself and says, "Did I hear that right?" Chen Mi says, "It seems so." Just then, a girl comes to Chen Mi and says, "Zhang Wei is waiting for you downstairs." Hearing this, Chen Mi quickly goes downstairs. Zhang Wei gives her her luggage and goes back. Chen Mi sadly comes back to her room. Shu Miao asks her, "What happened? What did he say?" Chen Mi says, "He didn't say anything." Shu Miao asks, "He didn't explain anything?" Chen Mi replies, "No." In the next scene, Shu Miao is sitting in class. As Huang comes there, Shu Miao asks him about Jia Guo and Zhang Wei. Huang tells her, "If you want to know about both of them, you will have to get me 2 milk bottles." Shu Miao tells him, "I will give you 2 slaps." Hearing this, Huang leaves. Zhang Wei then comes to the class but does not sit next to Chen Mi and goes and sits in the front. Cao Er then comes there. Seeing her, Zhang Wei tells her to go out and talk, and then Zhang Wei takes her outside. Seeing this, Chen Mi gets very angry. Zhang Wei asks Cao Er, "Why did you come here? Didn't I tell you not to come here?" Cao Er says, "I got transferred here." Zhang Wei asks her, "You were supposed to go abroad." Cao Er says, "Yes, my mom and dad didn't agree to it, so I will go abroad after completing my studies." Zhang Wei tells her, "You must have seen Chen Mi. She is my girlfriend, so there is no need to come between us." Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves. Now after class, Chen Mi is leaving. Zhang Wei follows her, but Chen Mi gets angry and doesn't listen to him. Zhang Wei tells her, "Please don't delete my number and don't break up with me. I will explain everything to you." Chen Mi says, "We have broken up, so keep your distance from me." Hearing this, Zhang Wei says, "Okay, if we have to keep a distance, then we will keep a distance." After this, Chen Mi goes to the company. Yudawi doesn't like her designs, so he insults Chen Mi and fires her. When Xichao finds out about this, he tells Zhang Wei about it. On the other side, Chen Mi is leaving with her things when her things fall from her hands. A boy from her university comes and helps her. Chen Mi says thank you to him. He says, "You don't have to say thank you to me. My name is Ching Meng." And then he looks at Chen Mi's work and says, "Your work is very good." Chen Mi says, "Do you really think so?" Ching Meng says, "Yes, it's very interesting." Chen Mi tells him, "Okay, then you can keep it." Zhang Wei is looking for Chen Mi. He then finds Chen Mi, but Ching Meng comes and gives Chen Mi an ice cream. Seeing this, Zhang Wei gets very jealous. Chen Mi also sees Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei leaves from there. After this, Chen Mi starts ignoring Zhang Wei in the university. Zhang Wei notices this. When Chen Mi is late for class, Zhang Wei starts asking the sir a question. As Chen Mi is about to go to class, Zhang Wei moves the book away. So the sir sees Chen Mi and the sir insults her. Chen Mi then gets very angry. In the next scene, Jia Guo is sitting in the library working. Shu Miao then passes by him, but Jia Guo doesn't notice her. Shu Miao doesn't like this, so she deliberately passes by Jia Guo again, but Jia Guo still doesn't notice her. Shu Miao starts coughing. Jia Guo then looks at her and tells her, "Sit." Shu Miao quickly sits down and starts talking to Jia Guo, but Jia Guo silences her. Shu Miao is happy to see this and also silences whoever is talking. Jia Guo starts drinking water, but his water is finished. Seeing this, Shu Miao goes to get water for him. Seeing this, Jia Guo is happy. A little later, when Shu Miao comes back with water, Jia Guo is not there. Seeing this, Shu Miao is sad. Jia Guo then messages her, "I had some work, so I left." Now Jia Guo is in the same library and is happy to see Shu Miao because things were happening just as he wanted. At night, Jia Guo is late to go to the boys' dormitory, so the manager doesn't let him inside. Shu Miao then comes and tells the manager, "Today is our 6th anniversary, so I asked him to watch a movie, which is why we are late. Please let him go today. He will come early from now on." Hearing this, the manager says, "You are such a sweet couple," and lets Jia Guo inside. Shu Miao then says from behind, "Happy 6th anniversary." Hearing this, Jia Guo is very happy and everyone else is also shocked to hear this. In the next scene, Huang, at Zhang Wei's request, brings him information about Ching Meng and tells him he has a basketball match today. Hearing this, Zhang Wei also says he will play a basketball match with him and asks Jia Guo to cheer everyone up, but no one is ready to go there. Zhu Miao asks Chen Mi, but Chen Mi also refuses to go there. Zhu Miao says, "The sir said whoever doesn't go to watch the basketball match will have their marks deducted." Hearing this, Chen Mi says, "You are doing all this for Jia Guo." Then everyone goes to watch the basketball match, and Shu Miao forcibly takes Chen Mi there too. Before the match starts, Ching Meng says to Chen Mi, "You cheer for me." Saying this, Ching Meng makes a finger heart towards Chen Mi. Zhang Wei is watching all this and gets very jealous. Now the match starts and Zhang Wei's team is not able to score a single goal because Zhang Wei is upset because of Chen Mi. As the first round ends, Xu Miao takes Chen Mi and Luo Si with her. When they come back, Xu Miao has also brought her own cheerleading team. Seeing them, everyone is shocked. Xu Miao and the others dance. Jia Guo is very happy. After seeing this, Zhang Wei plays very well, but Xu Miao, to make Zhang Wei jealous, is cheering for the other team. Seeing this, Zhao Guo says to Xu Miao, whether you make someone jealous or not, your guy is getting jealous. Hearing this, as she looks back, Jia Guo is looking at Xu Miao very angrily. Seeing this, Xu Miao says to Chen Mi, whether your love light is okay or not, mine is definitely getting ruined. Hearing this, Chen Mi also starts supporting Zhang Wei's team, and Zhang Wei was also playing for Chen Mi. So seeing this, Zhang Wei is happy, and finally their team wins. Seeing this, everyone is happy, but as Zhang Wei looks at Chen Mi becomes quiet, while Zhang Wei is smiling at her. But Chen Mi looks at him and leaves. Zhang Wei follows her and says, what is your problem? Chen Mi says, what's your problem? Go and be with your other girlfriend, the one with whom you went to watch a movie, to the park, and to see the sunrise. Zhang Wei says, it's not like that what you're thinking. And besides, you know nothing about feelings and you don't trust me. You think that I am with Gao Er and can leave you and go with her. Chen Mi says, you are dating her. What else is there to do? And how do you leave someone? We already broke up. Zhang Wei says, when Sao Er came to the class to meet me, why didn't you tell me that? Don't you believe in yourself? Or do you not want to win your own trust? Now we see a scene from the past where Chen Mi wanted to tell Zhang Wei that, but she changed her school, so she gets in the car and starts to leave. In the present scene, Chen Mi says, you date her, watch movies, do whatever you want. Saying this, Chen Mi leaves. On the other side, Xu Miao asks Jia Guo, how was my dance? Jia Guo says, it was good. By the way, I am also playing a game. Will you come there? Xu Miao says, yes, I will definitely come. After this, Chen Mi is leaving when Chao Er comes to her and says, congratulations, you won. Chen Mi says, what do you mean? Chao Er says, first you used my identity to take him and now you have broken up with him. That too because of me, because you can't tolerate me. Chen Mi says, I am not boring like you. And as for Zhang Wei, he is not an object that can be given to anyone. And I am sure that even if I hadn't met Zhang Wei, you would not have been his girlfriend. Saying this, Chen Mi starts to leave. Chao Er tells her, Zhang Wei is only mine. In the next scene, Chen Mi is carrying some boxes when the boxes start to fall. Qing Meng comes and helps her. Chen Mi says, no, I can carry them myself. Qing Meng says, okay, if you don't want to treat me, then fine. I will have a milk tea from you. But Chen Mi was moving away from him so that Zhang Wei wouldn't misunderstand her. But just then, Zhang Wei passes by there and completely ignores Chen Mi. Chen Mi doesn't feel good about this. Qing Meng then says, you don't even want to buy me a milk tea? Chen Mi says, no, it's nothing like that. After this, Zhang Wei is sitting in class and is looking at Chen Mi. Seeing this, Huang says to Zhang Wei, hasn't Chen Mi become much more lovely than before? People become lovely in love, but Chen Mi has become lovely after a breakup. Hearing this, Zhang Wei gets angry and says, we haven't had a breakup, just a small fight. Huang says, oh, is that so? Then it's fine. Just then, Qing Meng comes there with milk tea for Chen Mi. Seeing this, Xu Miao says, we also want milk tea. Qing Meng gives them milk tea too and says, yes, I brought it for you too. Seeing this, Zhang Wei goes to Huang and says, will you help me? Huang replies, yes. Zhang Wei tells him, whatever Qing Meng brings, you also have to bring the same thing and give it to them. Huang agrees. And whatever Qing Meng brings for Chen Mi, Huang also brings the same thing and gives it to them. And Qing Meng doesn't let them use the things and says, these are expired. After this, Qing Meng orders food for them in the cafe. Huang moves that food aside and serves other food. Seeing this, Xu Miao says, Huang, what do you mean? You want to make me fat? Huang says, no, it's nothing like that. Xu Miao says, does this mean you are with Zhang Wei? Huang says, no, why would I be with him? Hearing this, Chen Mi looks at Huang angrily. Huang tells her the truth and tells them, Zhang Wei made me do all this. And when Zhang Wei finds out about this, he gets angry at Huang. Huang says, I told you before that your plans are so bad that the truth will come out on its own. But look, you have to get Chen Mi's friends on your side. If her friends agree, it means Chen Mi will come to you. After this, Zhang Wei calls Xu Miao, Zhao Guo, and Luo Si to meet him and tells them the truth. This was all a misunderstanding. Hearing this, they all decide, we should listen to Zhang Wei and make them a couple again. And then they go back to Zhang Wei and say yes. Zhang Wei tells them, now will you guys explain this to her? Because I have explained everything to her, but she is still not understanding me. And on top of that, Qing Meng has come in between, who will take my Chen away from me. Xu Miao says, how can he take her away? Luo Si says, yes, now that they have broken up, Chen Mi's heart will fall for him. Hearing this, Xu Miao says, we will definitely help you, Zhang Wei. In the next scene, Chen Mi is sitting in the library and studying. Zhang Wei sits next to her. Chen Mi tells him, "Why did you sit here? There were other seats too." Zhang Wei says, "This is a public area so anyone can sit wherever they want." Just then, Qing Meng comes there and says, "This was my spot. Why did you sit here?" Zhang Wei says, "I came first, so this is my spot." "By the way, who are you?" Qing Meng says, "You two broke up, right?" Zhang Wei says, "No, we haven't broken up. We are having a fight." Hearing this, Chen Mi leaves. Zhang Wei follows her. Chen Mi is not calling him, but Zhang Wei is still following her. Chen Mi asks him, "Why are you following me?" Zhang Wei says, "If you don't come to me, you will fail this exam too because I know you are not studying. Your attention is somewhere else." Chen Mi says, "What do you mean by that?" Saying this, Chen Mi stomps hard on Zhang Wei's foot and leaves. In the next scene, Chen Mi's mom and dad come to her university. Chen Mi's dad sits her down on the side and says, "Look, I always used to help you, right? So now you tell me what happened to you." Chen Mi tells them about being fired from the company. Chen Mi's mom then asks her to click a photo. Chen Mi then takes a photo of her mom and dad together. After this, Chen Mi's mom and dad go with her to an exhibition where Zhang Wei is giving a speech. Zhang Wei's dad then comes and stands next to Chen Mi and says, "My son is quite handsome and is also saying good things, right?" And then he asks Chen Mi, "Did I say it right?" Chen Mi says, "It's not like that," and says some negative things about him. Hearing this, Zhang Wei's dad asks her, "Do you like Zhang Wei?" Chen Mi says, "No, I don't like him. I like someone else." Hearing this, Zhang Wei's dad leaves. Just then, Chen Mi's mom and dad come and ask Chen Mi, "Is he the same boy who is your classmate?" Chen Mi says, "No, Mom, he is not that boy." Just then, Zhang Wei comes and calls Chen Mi. Seeing this, her mom and dad ask, "Do you know each other?" Zhang Wei says, "Yes, we are classmates." After this, Chen Mi also calls her friends, and they all start having lunch together where Zhang Wei is talking to Chen Mi's mom and dad. Zhang Wei asks Chen Mi's mom, "Do you support your daughter in love?" Chen Mi's mom says, "Yes, we absolutely support her, but to date, my daughter has not had a boyfriend. We are just waiting for that. By the way, Zhang Wei, do this. Find a nice boyfriend for Chen Mi." Zhu Miao and the others are enjoying Zhang Wei's words. Zhang Wei says, "Don't you worry, I will find a nice boyfriend for her." Just then, Chao Er sees them all together and gets jealous. She quickly goes and calls Zhang Wei. Chen Mi's mom asks, "Who are you? Do you know him?" Chao Er says, "Yes, I am his classmate." Hearing this, Chen Mi and the others quickly say, "No." Seeing this, Zhang Wei says, "I'll be back in a minute." Saying this, Zhang Wei takes Chao Er outside and says, "Didn't I tell you to keep your distance from me? My girlfriend is Chen. And Chen is a girl who gets jealous very quickly, so stay away from me." Chao Er says, "In what way should I stay away?" Just then, Chen Mai and the others also come from behind. Seeing this, Chao Er hugs Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei pushes her away from him, and as he looks back, everyone is looking at him. Xu Miao, Luo Si, and Zhao Guo think, "What a big liar he is." Zhao Guo says, "Maybe it's not what it looks like." In the next scene, Chao Er finds a cat that is quite injured. Seeing this, Chao Er calls Zhang Wei and tells him about the cat. Hearing this, Zhang Wei quickly goes there. It's the same cat they used to feed. Zhang Wei takes the cat to the hospital. Just then, Chen Mi also sees both of them there together. Zhang Wei tells her about the cat. Hearing this, Chen Mi starts to go to the cat, but then she leaves because of Chao Er. Zhang Wei gets angry at Chao Er and says, "I considered you a friend from high school, but I don't know what you want to do. And let me tell you one thing. Even if I hadn't met you, I would have still chosen Chen Mi." Saying this, Zhang Wei leaves. On the other side, Qing Meng gives Chen Mi a gift. Chen Mi tells him, "You should give this to the one you like." Hearing this, Qing Meng says, "I like you." Chen Mi tells him, "Sorry, I don't want to date right now." Qing Meng says, "Have you still not forgotten Zhang Wei?" Chen Mi says, "It's not about Zhang Wei. I want to focus on my career." Just then, Zhang Wei comes there. Seeing him, Chen Mi leaves. Zhang Wei says to Qing Meng, "What do you want?" Qing Meng says, "Nothing." Zhang Wei says, "Then leave Chen Mi." Hearing this, Qing Meng says, "I have already left her. I will find a better girl than Chen Mi." And then Qing Meng calls both of them boring and leaves. In the next scene, Chen Mi is sleeping. In the next scene, Xu Miao is giving everyone posters for her drama club and asking everyone to watch the drama. After class, everyone goes to watch her drama, but the drama is very boring. But because of Xu Miao, everyone is watching it. In this drama, Yu Miao's character was just like a dead body, but Jia Guo still claps for her. All the students start looking at him. On the other side, Chen Mi runs to Zhang Wei because Zhang Wei had called her. Zhang Wei tells her, "Do you know who the boy is that Xu Miao likes?" Chen Mi replies, "Yes." Zhang Wei says, "Yes, he is also a playboy." Hearing this, Chen Mi says, "What do you mean, monitor?" Hearing this, Jongwei thinks, where did the monitor come from? He doesn't understand anything, but still he says he is going to confess his love. And then Jongwei tells Chenmi, the writer of Against the Wind is Jia Guo. Hearing this, Chenmi is happy and leaves from there. Jongwei keeps calling her that his sentence is not yet complete. On the other side, Chenmi goes and tells her friend the Bao Guo in the novel was going to confess his love, and the writer of Against the Wind is Jia Guo. Hearing this, Shu Miao realizes this means the story in the novel was all done by Jia Guo with me. I was used in it. On the other side, Jia Guo is preparing to confess his love to Shu Miao. And here Shu Miao calls Jia Guo and tells him the whole story about the novel. Jia Guo says, you also found out about all this. Shu Miao says while crying, you used me for your writing. Jia Guo says, give me a chance to explain my side, Shu Miao. But Shu Miao cuts his call, and after throwing the flowers, Shu Miao leaves. After this, Jia Guo is looking at his mobile because Shu Miao had blocked him. Zhongwei then comes and says sorry to him. Jia Guo says, it's okay because I should have told her this before, and besides, she should have found out about it sooner or later. Just then, Zhongwei gets a message from someone. Reading it, Zhongwei happily leaves. On the other hand, Luoxi is saying to Chenmi, Zhongwei didn't tell you anything about me. Just then, Chenmi gets a message from Zhongwei. Seeing it, Chenmi makes an excuse for work and starts to leave. Luoxi asks her, is this Zhongwei's message? Chenmi replies yes and quickly goes to Zhongwei. Zhongwei tells her Fang Mao is living with a girl named Yao because Yao's roommate has left from there, which is why Fang Mao is living with her. Hearing this, Chenmi runs away, but this was Zhongwei's trick to talk to Chenmi. But Chenmi runs away after hearing half of his sentence, and poor Zhongwei stands there. After that, Chenmi goes to the room and stands quietly. Luoxi says, it's nothing. You can tell me. Chenmi tells her, Fang Mao is living with a girl named Yao. Hearing this, Shu Miao and Zhao Guo are shocked, but Luoxi is sitting very calmly and starts ordering some things. Shu Miao asks her, what are you doing? Luoxi says, I am going to bring gifts for Fang Mao. Hearing this, Shu Miao says, we will go with you too. And then the three of them start to go with Zhongwei, and then the three of them go to Yao's house. As Yao opens the door, she is shocked to see all of them. Fang Mao also comes there. Luoxi quickly goes to Fang Mao's room, but she also looks at Yao's room because both rooms were separate. Seeing this, Luoxi is happy. Fang Mao tells her, you know there is a lot of noise in the hostel room, and besides, I had to rent a room, so I came here. Hearing this, Luoxi is happy and gives him a gift. But as she goes towards the kitchen and sees the kitchen, she breaks up with Fang Mao. Fang Mao asks her, why? You trusted me, right? But Luoxi leaves. Chenmi takes the gift from him and opens it. There was a card in it, which Fang Mao starts to read, on which it was written, we promised one thing, and we will never forget this promise. Reading this, Fang Mao follows Luoxi. But just then, Zhongwei hits him and knocks him down. Chenmi also passes by him. Shu Miao and Zhao Guo say to Zhongwei, you did a good job. Now as Zhongwei goes out, his hand is injured. Seeing this, Chenmi says, what happened to you? Shu Miao tells her he had a fight with Fang Mao. Hearing this, Chenmi goes to Zhongwei and asks, where does it hurt? Zhongwei starts pointing to pain all over his body. Hearing this, Chenmi makes him sit in the car and says they should go to the hospital. Hearing this, Zhongwei is happy. Luoxi is crying a lot while sitting in the car and tells them, we had promised that in the house we buy, we will have blue curtains, we will also have a fish pot, and for food, we will have hot pot. But Fang Mao ate with someone else, which means he doesn't love me. He loves that girl. While telling this, Luoxi cries a lot. Hearing this, Shu Miao says, we even took the gifts back from him, and we should have hidden his remote before coming. Hearing this, Zhao Guo says, I already did that. Hearing this, the three of them are shocked that Zhao Guo also does such things. In the next scene, Jia Guo is leaving when some boys ask him, when will the next part of the novel come? Jia Guo tells them, never. Shu Miao overhears this, but Jia Guo doesn't know about it. So she says to Jia Guo, I am ordering you to write the next part of the novel. If you don't write the next part, I will show you. Hearing this, Jia Guo says, yes, I will write. Shu Miao leaves. Jia Guo asks her, will you also read my novel? Shu Miao says, I'll think about it. After this, Chenmi and Shu Miao are sitting together. Shu Miao then sees that Jia Guo has published the next novel. Seeing this, Shu Miao is very happy. Chenmi asks her, why are you so happy? Shu Miao tells her, I want to fix everything because I made some mistakes before, so he forgave me. That's why I also want to forgive him. Chenmi says, yes, I also want to make Zhongwei mine again. Since Cao Air has also gone to the US, it means there is nothing between him and her. Saying this, Chenmi messages Zhongwei to watch a movie together. Seeing this message, Zhongwei is very happy and quickly leaves. Shu Miao and Chenmi are leaving when they bump into Jia Guo. Seeing him, Chenmi leaves. Shu Miao sits next to Jia Guo and asks him, "Did you write all this for me?" Jia Guo says yes. Shu Miao also asks him more questions, from which Shu Miao finds out that this whole novel was written for me. Shu Miao gets up and starts to leave. Jia Guo calls out to her and says, "Shu Miao, I like you." Hearing this, Shu Miao is happy and goes and kisses Jia Guo on the cheeks. Jia Guo also kisses her, and they are both very happy. In the next scene, Chen Mi is walking with Zhang Wei and tells him, "I have to tell you something." Zhang Wei asks her, "What do you have to say?" Chen Mi says, "I don't want to be separated from you. Let's get back together." Zhang Wei says, "If Chao Er or some other girl comes again, what will you do?" Chen Mi says, "I won't let her come near you." Hearing this, Zhang Wei kisses Chen Mi. After this, Fang Mao's mom comes to Luo Si and asks her to go out. Luo Si looks at her friends, and the three of them are telling Luo Si not to go. But Luo Si doesn't listen to them and goes with Fang Mao's mom. After a while, when Luo Si comes inside, she starts packing her things. Shu Miao then asks her the reason. Luo Si says, "Fang Mao's mom told me that Yao and Fang Mao have broken up, and Fang Mao has a mental disorder. I know I also did wrong to you, and I am selfishly coming to you for help." And then Luo Si tells her, when Fang Mao and Yao lived together, Yao used to make Fang Mao do a lot of work, and Fang also quietly obeyed her. But one day, Fang Mao spoke up in front of her, which is why Yao broke up with him and threw him out of the house. And as Fang was coming down the stairs with his laptop, his foot slipped, which is why he fell. His laptop also broke and all his work was deleted, and his hand was also injured. And Fang Mao took this to heart, and he definitely mentions my name in every matter. After telling all this, Luo Si gives something to everyone before leaving. Chen Mi also gifts a drawing to everyone. After this, Fang Mao's mom takes her home and knocks on Fang Mao's room door. Fang Mao gets angry at his mom and tells her, "Leave." Fang Mao's mom leaves. Luo Si says, "Fang Mao, it's me, Luo Si." Now hearing her voice, Fang Mao quickly opens the door and hugs her. On the other side, Zhao Guo's visa to go abroad is approved. When Zhao Guo's mom finds out about this, she realizes her mistake and calls and apologizes to Zhao Guo, saying, "I am always with you." Hearing this, Zhao Guo feels good. After the call ends, Zhao Guo's mom is sitting sadly. Zhao Guo's dad then asks her the reason. Zhao Guo's mom says, "Zhao Guo is going abroad and now maybe we will never see her again." Hearing this, Zhao Guo's dad gives money to Zhao Guo's mom and says, "Give this to Zhao Guo." Now on the other side, Zhang Wei's company is going through a lot of losses, and Chen Mi is also getting interview offers from many companies, one of which is Heng Chengjie. So Chen Mi decides to go to Heng Chengjie. The next day, Zhang Wei takes Chen Mi to his company and introduces her to all the employees. Seeing Chen Mi, no one gives a special response. Xu Chao signals them, from which they all understand that Chen Mi is Zhang Wei's girlfriend, so they all stand up and say hi and hello to her. After this, Chen Mi works very hard with all the company's employees to move the company forward. Now, the design that Chen Mi makes, Zhang Wei presents it to other clients and his dad. Everyone likes the design. And then they all are decorating the store well for their design, which is why they all get tired. Just then, Shu Miao, Luo Si, Zhao Guo, Jia Guo, and Huang come there and say, "We knew you guys were tired, so we came here." And then they all decorate the store well together. The next day, Chen Mi is showing her designs to all the customers. Other companies also like them a lot. A company then gives them a very big order, which makes them all happy. At night, they all are celebrating, where Zhao Guo tells them, "I am not going abroad anymore. I will stay here now. I have understood." Hearing this, everyone is happy. In the next scene, they have a meeting where Zhang Wei's dad is also sitting because this company had different branches, one where Zhang Wei was and the other where Yuda Wei was. Now their competition was to see whose sales were higher this season. Yuda Wei thought he would be the winner, but this time, Zhang Wei becomes the winner. Hearing this, Zhang Wei is very happy. Zhang Wei's dad says to director Yuda Wei, "I have found out about the underhanded work you have been doing. You treat the employees very badly." Now going outside, Zhang Wei first makes a sad face. Seeing this, Chen Mi thinks that we have lost, and she gets sad. Zhang Wei then tells her, "We are the winners." Hearing this, Chen Mi hugs Zhang Wei, and hearing this, all the others also become happy. Just then, Zhang Wei's dad comes there, but Zhang Wei and Chen Mi are still hugging each other. Seeing this, Zhang Wei's dad starts coughing. Hearing this, Zhang Wei and Chen Mi quickly step back. Zhang Wei's dad says, "Chen Mi, I have seen you somewhere." Hearing this, Chen Mi tries to change the subject, but Zhang Wei's dad remembers everything and goes back laughing. Chen Mi is also happy then. Now on the other side, Fang Mao's reports come back clear, which means Fang Mao no longer needed treatment. Hearing this, Luo Si is also happy, but she no longer lives with Fang Mao and starts packing her things to go back. Fang Mao also follows her and says, "Where are you going?" Luo Si says, "My university is quite far from here, so I am going there." Fang Mao says, "Okay, you can go, but if you are getting bored, we can go watch a movie, to the park, or to the mountains." Luosi says, "No, you have already done all that with that girl. Now I don't need to go with you, and I helped you so that you could get well." Fang Mao apologizes to her, but Luosi leaves from there. On the other side, Xu Miao and Jia Guo are wandering together, but everyone starts looking at Jia Guo and Xu Miao, which makes Jia Guo think, maybe they think I am not her boyfriend, because Xu Miao is more beautiful. Thinking this, Jia Guo sips Xu Miao's drink. Xu Miao asks, "What happened?" Jia Guo says, "Your drink is tastier." Hearing this, Xu Miao changes drinks with him. A couple is passing by there, and the boy looks at Xu Miao. Jia Guo again sips her drink. Xu Miao asks, "What happened now?" Jia Guo says, "Both are very tasty." Just then, Zhao Guo is shopping there. Xu Miao goes to her. Zhao Guo asks her to help her. Xu Miao, without listening to Jia Guo, goes to help Zhao Guo. After this, Chen Mi is lost in her imagination, and they both are talking. Chen Mi then gets a call that her school's garden is being demolished. Hearing this, Zhang Wei quickly takes Chen Mi there and takes out the box from under the ground, which Chen Mi had already seen. As Zhang Wei takes out the photo, he is happy to see Chen Mi's reply on the back of it and starts looking at Chen Mi. Then he puts the box back under the ground and then takes Chen Mi to the side. Chen Mi says, "If a building is built on top of that box, what will happen?" Zhang Wei says, "This box will remain under the ground. Nothing will happen. If you don't want this, we can have it done in our company." Chen Mi says, "What if the company goes bankrupt?" Zhang Wei says, "It won't. What's wrong? We can have it done in our house." Hearing this, Chen Mi is happy and says, "We will have our own house, but anything can happen in the future. What if you leave me?" Zhang Wei says, "I will never leave you, and even if I do, I will find you from somewhere." Saying this, Zhang Wei hugs Chen Mi, and here our beautiful drama has a happy ending.